Good morning. It's 8:44. It's Wednesday morning. We have an exciting show. We're also going to be giving away some passes to Moody Gardens, compliments of our friends at Moody Gardens. So they're going to be in today talking about everything that's going on, all the attractions. I know my children love going. I love going myself. There's a ton of stuff to do there.
I've only been to Moody Gardens for their Christmas lights that they have, where they have a skating rink and everything. It was a lot of fun when I went. I think I went like last year.
Sweet. I don't think the Christmas stuff is up right now, but there are a ton of summer attractions. But it would be really cool if there was like the best way to cool off, and they had ice and snow sculptures and snow slides, and they may have it. I don't know. We're going to be learning all about that. We also are going to have the Arms Room here in studio talking about all of the programs, everything they have going on right now. But it is Wednesday. If you're tuning in on Facebook, let us know. What do you have going on? What's up? How you been?
Yeah, make sure that if you want to win those Moody Garden tickets that you like this video, share this video, and then drop a sunshine emoji if you want to go to Moody Gardens on KHEA Radio.
Yeah, you know what else wouldn't hurt? Just downloading the KHEA Radio app. That's not how you win, but it just won't hurt. I mean, it might not help your chances, but it definitely won't hurt your chances. You'll actually have access to other giveaways, and you'll have access to our coupon discount section with our amazing partners all over the world, where you will be able to access discounts. You'll be able to access free items and just benefits of being a friend and a family member of KHEA Radio. So go to your app store, search KHEA, and it'll pop up. Smash the download, and then let us know what you think about it. Feel free to leave a review as well. Hey, there's a couple things I want to talk about before we have the Arms Room here in studio. So we dropped a Shine on Lamarck video yesterday about Snow King, and that's the perfect way to embrace summer. I feel like embracing summer and the heat and everything else. I've seen it's 100 degrees outside post, and it has been. But, dude, taking time to cool off, chill out, and what better way than going to Snow King? What do you think?
Snow King on a summer day is amazing. So that's a feature that we do for Shine on Lamarck. You know, I was going back and watching. I've told you this before. Being an editor of a video that involves things like snow cones or food is really, really difficult, especially on a hot summer day when you're upstairs editing video and all you want is a snow cone and you can't because you have to get through the day. And it's hard.
You know, Ronaldo said you should never be moody in the gardens, and you can never be moody if you had a snow cone. I feel it's kind of the same. Like Moody Gardens, you got to have a good mood. Same thing if you have a snow cone. If you're hangry, angry, grumpy, cranky, I promise, if you go and have like some chili cheese fries, chili dog, and like a big old snow cone from Snow King, things will be looking up. Here we go. Good morning. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
It's 8:47 a.m. on a Wednesday. We're excited today because we're going to be talking about the Arms Room, our good friends and partners at the Arms Room. They're going to be coming in talking about everything they have going on. And our next guest is really cool as well.
Yeah, we're going to be talking to Moody Gardens. Hey, we're giving away some tickets to Moody Gardens. We got tickets to the aquarium, and we got tickets to the rainforest. So we got 4 winners today. All you have to do to be eligible to win these tickets, and we'll make the announcement tomorrow, is like this video on our Facebook page. Go ahead and share that video out.
That's hard.
And then also drop a sunshine emoji. So if you're watching or if you're listening over the FM, you got to go to our Facebook page in order to be eligible to win.
And if you are watching on Facebook, then you are seeing our studio and everything else. But I want to ask, what's the most difficult part of that? Is it the liking, the sharing, or the commenting? This is like a really sincere question, and I kind of have my thoughts because I've seen giveaways on social media, and I'll participate in a lot of them, but some of them I don't, and there's one that sticks out more than others that I'm just like, I would do this one, I would do that one, but I don't think I'm going to do that one.
There's one, like if you say like, oh, hey, tag 10 friends, I'm not going through and tagging 10 friends. Like that has got to be the most ridiculous thing ever when you're trying to get people to do something.
Right.
10 friends?
I don't even have 10 friends.
I'm not going through and like that's the least of 10-minute thing for me to find. It's a minute a friend and typing in the and
I'd be like my son who's 6, my daughter who's 2, my wife who's my age, and that's about it.
Here's the funny thing is, how do you know?
Tag myself.
Like, how can you sit there and say, well, they tagged 10 friends versus this person who tagged 10 friends?
Well, they can. I don't know. Look, you know what I'm going to do? I'll just do an @. So, look, I just do an @ And the first one that pops up, you tag 10. So I'm going to tag A&A Machine and Fabrication because they're first in the phone book because it's A&A.
First on apparently our tag list as
Always
well.
available.
Always available.
So shout out to A&A Machine and Fabrication. And that's my friend I tagged. But I guess that's an option you could do. Is that the most difficult part about giveaways on social media, on the internet?
The @ I think is really difficult. And also, what if I don't want to share that thing? Like, that's the hardest part for me. But I love sharing things.
Okay, so here's a good question. This is from Michelle. She said, oh, so we get a 4-pack of tickets to the Rainforest or Aquarium or both? Just wondering. So here's what we're doing. So we're going to have 4 winners. Each winner is going to win a set of tickets. So we have 8 tickets total to give away, 4 to the aquarium, 4 to the rainforest. And so whoever reaches back out to us after we tag and announce the winners, you're going to be able to pick rainforest or aquarium, and you're going to be able to walk away with 2. So you can take,
you and a friend, yeah.
You and a friend, and then, if you already have that covered and you add more people, then, just purchase a couple more. Check out Moody Gardens. They have a ton of attractions. We're excited to be able to have this giveaway, and it's the perfect time to go to Galveston, relax with the family, unwind, and have some fun because if the kids are out for school, they're probably itching for some fun to do.
Yeah. Have you been to the aquarium or the rainforest exhibits? Can you kind of maybe talk a little bit about it?
Are you asking me that because you've never been, right?
I've never been to the aquarium or the rainforest.
So my kids,
admittedly.
Yeah, my kids just went the other day. My wife took them whenever we were on the air, and I was getting pictures. But the aquarium exhibit is awesome. So they have, the penguins, some of them are out. I mean, some of them are behind glass. It's really cool. But there's this one spot where it is, I'm trying to think, like a column. Like this, like a pillar that holds up buildings.
Yeah.
So they have this giant pillar that's hollowed out with water on the inside. And it spans multiple floors. So you can be on the first, second, however many floors there are. But there's fish that go all the way up and down. Not only are there fish, they'll have people in scuba diving equipment like feeding the fish. And it's really cool.
Can you touch a dolphin at the aquarium? Is that possible yet?
If it is, I haven't done it.
Man.
I rode a dolphin. Just kidding. I didn't do that.
When I went over to the on the ferry the other day, I saw the dolphins. I just want to go touch a dolphin. Like, I feel like that's a thing that you should want to do. The other thing that I wanted to bring up is I've actually fed a penguin before.
Oh, you've told me this story. That's pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, when I was a news reporter at the Henry Doorly Zoo in Omaha, Nebraska, they had their 1,000,000th visitor walk through the gate, and it was in the middle of the summer, and I went to cover the story, and as part of the 1,000,000th, they were like counting them. They're like, and that's the 1,000,000th person, and they came and they were like, hey, guess what? You get to go feed the giraffes, and you also get to go and feed the penguins.
That's pretty cool.
So I was like, they told me to leave. But I was like, no, I need to go feed the penguins.
Of course.
So I snuck in and fed the penguins and got shots. It was so cool.
So we're seeing a lot of feedback about Moody Gardens. People are saying, Curt, you got to go. And, my daughter went on a field trip. We did penguin yoga there on Ocean's Day. It was awesome. I would love to see penguin yoga. We've heard of goat yoga, and we've had the goats in studio. I would be willing to bring the penguins in studio. We could even turn the AC down in here, maybe add some extra ice, cubes in the corner because we already have some.
It's cold. If you go inside, like when you're looking out from behind the glass looking in, it doesn't look that bad. It's like, they're just enjoying.
Sure.
You walk in there and it's like Antarctica cold.
Ooh. That's pretty cool.
Antarctica cold.
Antarctica. I would like to check out this Antarctica coldness that would be happening in the exhibit of the penguins. But not only are there penguins, there's massive fish, there's small fish, there's jellyfish. There's a whole display section of jellyfish, and you can actually, I think, put your hands in the water. Maybe if I remember correctly. But hopefully that wasn't just me doing that. And people are like, "Hey, stop that!" But maybe they weren't looking.
You're sticking your hand into wow.
But they, if I remember correctly, it's open. It's open, I think, and you can gather around and just kind of do that. But you aren't supposed to.
So
there's rules. Okay.
At Moody Gardens, there's 3 pyramids, right? So there's the aquarium, the rainforest, and what's the other one? The desert?
I don't remember. I don't know.
We'll have to ask those.
These are the ones listed. These are questions we'll ask the guy who's coming in from Moody Gardens
at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, and he was on the road, letting everybody know all across America all of the attractions that you can only find here in Galveston, Texas at Moody Gardens.
I told him, I said, what are you doing driving around the world to be on these radio programs and you haven't come on KHEA radio,
The greatest radio station in the world just happens to be right here in Lamarck, Texas.
right? Yeah, for sure. And I was kind of disappointed. And he said, actually, we need to get on your show. I had no idea who you were.
He was in El Paso or something. We called him. He's like, hey, yeah, me and my coworker were in El Paso, letting everybody know, all the way from California to Florida, New York, and everywhere in between, how awesome Moody Gardens is. And I feel very fortunate that we have these attractions right here in Galveston County, and we're going to help let you and give away some tickets. We're going to help give away some tickets to you today.
Yeah, so all you have to do, again, is to like this video, comment on this video with the sunshine emoji, and then share the video out, and you have a chance to win. We'll pick the winners tomorrow's show. But we have a packed show today.
We do, yeah.
So we're going to be talking to Anthony and the Arms Room about some kids camps as they have going on during the next 30 minutes. And then also we're going to be talking about a job fair that's taking place in Lake City at 9:30 and then at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
The big guns are coming in from Moody Gardens.
So I mentioned earlier, there's a couple of things I want to talk about. One, awesome Moody Gardens. Two, Shine on Lamarck, which dropped yesterday. It was Snow King. Great. We ate there like every day last week. No joke.
Right.
One of the third things I wanted to talk about was, do I look skinnier? I'm on day 3 of my challenge, and I don't look like Thor, yet. So I'm getting a little discouraged. It's a 6-week challenge. Do I look skinnier? Do I look stronger? Do I look fatter? Look at him there.
Your buttons are popping still.
Oh, no.
I mean...
So I look fatter. I'm on day 3. Wait,
what
when am I
happens
supposed
if
to
you
be...
gain weight during this?
It's possible. Because I started eating breakfast. Power Fit meals. Kayla, she's awesome, and those meals are delicious. And I'm like, there's no way this can be that healthy, right? And so I ate one this morning. It was an egg scramble. It had some potatoes, and it was delicious. And had actually some spinach. But I'm on day 3. When should I start seeing results?
Yesterday.
Oh, man. I feel like I'm asking the wrong person, too, by the way, whenever it comes to healthy eating and results and working out. Ooh, the pop on that bad boy.
Just eat the brownies, Gardy.
I will not eat the
brownies.
Did you have one for breakfast?
I did have one for breakfast. I'm having... There's enough in here to last me where I don't have to go and stop at the gas station to get breakfast for a week. Saving money.
Hey, that's what's up. Shout out to Ashley and Living Well Clinical Nutrition. When Dr. Chapa is away... Apparently,
the boys come to play.
Yeah, the rest of the office brought in some brownies, so shout out to them. So Holly said, you look like Gardy to me, LOL. I guess that's good, but
you look like Gardy.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like you look like Gardy?
I do.
Because you are Gardy?
That's fair, but yeah, I want to look like Thor. I want to look like Thor, right? I want to look like the Hulk. I want to look like one of these superheroes. Maybe Superman would even do. Even though the DC movies aren't as popular as the Marvel movies, I would even look like Batman.
Kelly's comment, Gardy has turned into a does my look bad in these jeans, people. No, Gardy.
Oh, sorry. I was just standing up. Anyways, it's 8:57. This is KHEAradio.com, 99.5 FM. Kickstart's going to be on till 11. I'm in the middle of the Fit Challenge. Shout out to the Iron Den and Power Fit Mills. We're also giving away some tickets to Moody Gardens this morning. We're going to be allowing you to have a chance to win, and then we're announcing those winners tomorrow. So make sure you like, share, comment an emoji, and maybe let us know if you've been before or if you are looking forward to one of the attractions.
Clarification, you can't drop an aquarium emoji with all those aquariums and the butterflies and everything. You can't do that. It's got to be a sunshine.
I think it counts. You
can't change the rules halfway through and you have all these sunshine emojis. Did you just write the word sun?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, did you do a before pic?
I did not do a before pick. And so that's maybe my issue, but I'm supposed to go and work out today. And I was going to ask you, I need a favor. What are you doing at 4:30 today? Taking a nap?
Getting ready for service.
What time do you have to be here for service, technically?
Technically, like 5:30.
Okay, I have to be here at 5:15.
Okay.
So
I have to film your workout?
I don't need the whole workout. I just need a section. Just like 2 sections. So you don't have to be there for the whole workout.
I got a little worried that you were going to ask me to take your before pictures.
Will you take my before pictures?
I was like, how do I tell him, appropriately, no? As it turns out.
I would take the best before and after photos. I feel like it would just be I'm taking it seriously. I'm doing this challenges to the best of my ability, but I feel like my before picture, I would be like either depressed. I would take multiple. I'm like, this is me depressed before. This is me happy before. This is me eating popcorn before. This is me with those brownies before. And then like after, it's like, ah.
You know, we were talking about yesterday with Jessica. We shot a House Hunters live yesterday. Beautiful house in Nassau Bay.
It was nice.
It was great. We were talking about how do you make things unique and different. Like she's like, I don't want just a regular like walk through the house video that everybody else does. And we're like, well, we could do something in the hot dog suit. I feel like the same thing with before and after pictures. Like you can do some really crazy things with before pictures.
Well, I see some cool video. Like there's that one video floating around the internet where the guy's like, I'm fat. And then he's like stands there and he puts his arm around and then he turns in circles. And so they edited like every day, I guess, for however long his challenge was. And then he's like, man, look at me, I'm jacked now. Right?
Right.
So what I'm doing is something different. I'm documenting the day-to-day struggle and journey, and I'm going to do it for 6 weeks. My plan is to drop 6 videos, 1 a week, just documenting where I'm at in the journey and see the before and after of like, hey, this works. This is where I struggled. This is where it was easy for me. And if I can do it, I promise you anybody can do it. So we'll see.
Can I be your biggest critic during
you
the show?
You already are.
I'm just saying.
Can you be?
Yes.
It's 9 o'clock. This is KHEAradio.com, 99.5 FM. We're going to take a quick break on the FM, and we're going to bring in our buddies from the Arms Room. If you're watching on Facebook, stay tuned. If you're listening on 99.5 FM, you're awesome. We appreciate you. It's going to be a good morning. This is Kickstart. We're going to be on till 11. Coming up next is Zach Williams, Survivor, on KHEAradio.com, 99.5 FM. Go download the KHEA Radio app. Get it today. Let us know what you think. All right,
Sweet.
Facebook. We're going to bring in our buddies from the Arms Room. So, Leon, just finished your class, just graduated, and now you are starting summer school. Summer classes. Summer school has like a bad connotation, but it's like you're taking college courses. What's up, guys? Ooh, that's a cool shirt. It's a little, it's Game of Thronesy. What y'all been up to? How's it going?
What's up?
We are doing great.
Can you hear me now? Good. Can you hear me now?
Awesome. Hey, guys.
Have y'all been to Moody Gardens?
There we go. Yes, multiple times.
Yeah, it's good for. Has your son been? Have you taken?
No.
He would like it, huh?
He's crazy.
He would go wild.
Yes.
Have you been, Spencer?
I have not.
Okay.
I have not.
You need to check it out.
I will. Yeah, got 3 kids, so that might be something for them to do during the summer.
Yeah, we're gonna have Moody Gardens in after you guys this morning, but we're giving away some tickets. So we're giving away pairs of tickets to go to different attractions at Moody Gardens. We're really excited about it.
Penguins.
Yeah, you can go see. Well, the aquarium section is where the penguins hang out.
Yeah.
And then there is the rainforest, which I'm not gonna lie, it gets kind of hot in there.
Here in Texas, it's always hot. So what's the matter?
It's a different kind of heat, and you hear that all the time. Like, oh, it's a different kind of heat, but it really is. I'm just like, I can't breathe.
So the
Like, what's going on?
rainforest is like, it's set to be like you're in the rainforest in
Yes.
the Amazon.
Yes.
Do they
It's
have
humid.
snakes?
Yes.
Like anaconda snakes,
Probably.
like that will just jump out like the movie
Maybe
Anaconda.
I won't bring my kids then.
We can only hope.
There's safety precautions. There are like some nets where some animals can't get through, and it was pretty neat. I'm like trying to talk to the birds. They're not
Nothing.
talking back.
No.
Hey, you've been to the
confusing.
butterfly museum in Houston,
Yes.
right? They like land on you. Is that
Yeah.
the same thing? Like the snake just like starts crawling on you, and you're like okay with it?
Not quite, I don't think.
I guess. No, I've actually been to the Butterfly Museum, and the kids loved it. They're always asking when they can go back, so we'll probably hit that up during the summer as well.
Cool. So summertime, having kids, family, always trying to stay busy, or else the kids are going to go kind of nuts in the house. Maybe whoever's watching your kids will go nuts in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some options? You know, I'm trying to get out of the house. My kids are at home right now. And what are some cool things that they could get into this summer?
That's why we're here.
Lots of things. But for us at the Arms Room, we're hosting a safety summer camp for the kiddos. When we say kiddos, we're talking about 8 to 16 years old. So there's a wide range for people to bring their kids over. It's going to be July 8th to the 12th and August 5th to the 10th. 9th, not the 10th.
Cool. So even as young as 8 years old, that's a good time for kids to come in and start getting used to being safe.
Yeah, and it's not just focusing on guns or anything like that. Spencer's going to be training. This is my 6th year working with this. We do 2 of them a year. I know we have the stuff I know that we're doing is we'll have the narcotics dogs out, which is everybody's favorite. After the dogs, nobody really cares what you do, just because the dogs are always the fun part. SWAT comes out. We have fire come out. Just a lot of fun things. Spencer's throwing in a lot of different aspects for like his training side, so he'll be able to tell you that. But we always have a blast. We supply lunch, snacks, drinks. Just a lot of fun.
Spencer, speaking of training, I saw an Instagram post and it kind of, talking about the Arms Room Academy and everything you'll have going on there.
Right, yeah.
And it was giving a little bit of your background and history as the instructor there. And it was cool, because it's easy, talking to you, you're a big guy. But then after you get to know you, it's like, man, Spencer's really nice. Easy to talk to. But then I look at your resume and all the stuff that you have accomplished so far in life and still being young. It's just like, man, this dude, he's a bad dude,
I'm really not.
He's not. He's a baby, is what he is.
It all comes kind of
good
full
resume.
circle. Yeah, I pad my resume really well. No.
But you can't make that stuff up. I could try. Yeah. I've tried. Like, I know Curt has tried. I've seen his resume. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You did this.
Yeah, just a little bit more tweak. Come on.
Professional spider wrestler is a thing.
It is.
You squashed a spider on accident one time, and then it just ends up in the resume. But
He's
for
a
you,
professional.
We all start somewhere, right? So.
Yeah, it was like in the Navy, right?
Yeah.
Search and rescue.
Yeah.
You were instructor while you were in there, and then after doing that, you went into different, and then also like I'm looking at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You fought amateur and professionally MMA. You've been training and doing all that stuff, and it's just really really cool. Like I don't think I could do that stuff.
Honestly, it was, and this comes full circle to kids, and watch me kind of non-eloquently loop it, but it comes from my father. My father was military. My father trained. My father did a lot of wrestling, and he served 29 years in the military. And I grew up on military bases going around. So it was a natural progression for me, being very, very comfortable on bases and around service members. That was something I wanted in my life, and I thought that I would do it for the rest of my life as well.
Yeah.
Things change, obviously, that's fine. But being a competitive kid, because my father did a lot of athletics, got me to wrestling. I won a kind of like a Department of Defense international wrestling title, and then from there that just naturally got me over to MMA. But now as a father, an older person with a lot of injuries, and I'm not going to be at that high level of competition, I have something to give towards my kids, my 3 daughters, that I don't have to pay for. I don't have to do anything. I just have to pass down that knowledge.
Yeah.
And it also with confidence and self-esteem and never quitting, things that I also picked up in the military. And that's why I think when you have these, we only have so much time here, right? And we only have so much time with our kids. And what we do with the moments that we have, you have to make good choices. And so for us at the safety camp, we believe that if you're going to go out and do things with your kids and have fun, make sure that there's some good fundamentals behind it. So handgun safety, anti-bullying, anti-kidnapping, understanding the differences between safety and marksmanship, and getting those good experiences out there that you can give them something that they can use forever. It's kind of like one of those things like you feed a man a fish. Give a man fish, feed him for a day, teach him how to fish, feed him for life kind of thing.
Yeah, we're going to go on the FM right now. Here we go.
Absolutely.
Good morning. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. It's 9:08. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
And we have our 2 friends and partners and buddies and doing really cool things in the community. We have the Arms Room in studio. We got Spencer and Anthony hanging out with us today. What's up, guys?
I love that they both have the Arms Room representing on the thing.
He's not wearing
almost
his
wore
regular
your hat.
He's not.
Almost.
You should have. There. I got my hat.
There it is.
You do.
Yeah, I just want to remind everybody real quick. We're giving away some tickets to Moody Gardens today. And the way that you can win those is through social media. So if you are following us on Facebook, maybe you've already been alerted to the stream. If you like, share, comment that sun emoji, and let us know, hey, have you been? What are you looking forward to? We're giving away pairs of tickets.
Yeah, we're going to have 4 winners of that of those tickets to Moody Gardens. There are 10 o'clock guests. Again, like, share, comment on the live video that we have of our show today in order to be eligible to win.
Yeah, and so we got Spencer, Anthony hanging out with us. Y'all are a part of the Arms Room, and that's really, really local. It's not too far from us. Can you share the location and what you'll offer?
We are 45 and 646. Don't take 646 at this point of your life. Take 517.
Don't ever take it like right now.
Man, it's so close. We look at it every day, and there's so much going on. They are moving fast, but it's just like you're not moving fast enough.
Me and Curt were heading south from NASA, and I was like, oh, I need to stop into Best Buy for this.
Don't do it.
I was like, how do I get – there's literally no way to get there.
That's all you can do now.
That's what I told him. And we had to get back for like a certain appointment, right? And I was like, yeah, before it's been like, boop, popped over. But once it's done –
it's going to be nice.
Magical.
Yep. And it's just taking so long. They say 6 months, and I think they've only been there since March.
Yeah.
So it's super scary.
Hey, a good sign was it was this past weekend. It's like, hey, the
whole
feeder
weekend.
road is going to be closed whole weekend. And then they finished early. They were done like within half a day or something ridiculous like that.
Oh, they and whenever they have closed down the freeway, they open it back up before time they say they're doing it. I think obviously they pad themselves, but I mean these guys work nonstop.
Yes.
They are there. I know they leave at 10 o'clock at night sometimes, and they're still there working.
Yeah.
I get there at 6, and they're still there working. It's crazy.
Yeah. So they're working hard as fast as they can, but
Keep doing it, guys. Work faster.
Yeah.
You always run into stuff though. There's the plan. Nothing usually goes according to plan, so you got to always be able to shift and
rains
change
here nonstop, so that doesn't help.
But being able to like adapt and shift and change, that also comes into play whenever you are trying to protect yourself, firearm safety, anything.
Absolutely.
Really.
Yep.
Yeah.
So how can you all help with that?
Honestly, kind of like a mantra we like to use is kind of very obviously stolen from the military, but adapt and overcome. Always be flexible. For the Arms Room, in our training that the Arms Room provides in the Arms Room Academy, the Safety Summer Camp, just our normal everyday trainings that we have, we always try to put as many tools in your toolbox so that you're able to formulate a plan, whether it's defending yourself, whether it's just going through routine cleaning of your firearms or going out to the range, utilizing marksmanship, whether there's an accident or something like that, being able to be flexible so that you can make the best possible decision in the worst possible situations.
Something interesting that came up in a conversation the other day. It was a local MMA fighter. He's fighting amateur right now. He's also a police officer, and he trains police officers that are coming up. And he said that whenever you get into a situation that you're like, my life is in danger, your brain will go through almost like a Rolodex saying like, have I ever been in this situation? Like you're getting choked out. We were talking about how Curt got choked out of that chair. Your brain, starts saying like, have I ever been in this situation? How do I get out of it? Have I ever been in this situation? How do I get out of it? If you've never trained for a situation, your brain's going to maybe panic, not know what to do, and then you're gone. But if you've trained for a similar situation, like whenever we went with you guys, then your brain will be like, oh, I know what I'm supposed to do. And you can hopefully pull that.
And it's when you go through that process, it's very hard to kind of understand that you're going through that process. It feels very natural and fluid, and there's not a lot of time to make the decision. You just end up making it. But your mind is an incredible thing, and if you feed it correctly, it'll do you good. Okay,
so here's a question. This is from Callie. She said, Arms Room, can y'all teach me how to clean my 38? Is that something that y'all do? Mm-hmm. Do y'all just clean it, and then y'all also do instruction? Like, hey,
no, we're going to make you clean it.
Okay.
But we're going to teach you how to clean it.
But will you clean mine? Because I don't know. Well, it's not even dirty. I have a couple, but I've never used them, so they're just hanging out there.
Yeah, we do it. But, I mean, we would rather teach people how to do it so that later on down the road you don't have to pay us to do it again.
Okay.
I mean, I'm all about you paying us to do it. Don't take that the wrong way, Callie. Yeah. But
basic field stripping and cleaning for the person who asked the question. I'll answer her directly. Basic field stripping and cleaning is very, very simple, and the manufacturers make those firearms to break down and clean simply, so we have good maintenance. So that's something that's very easy to teach within a day, maybe a couple of hours, depending on what your background is with firearms. Breaking it all the way down where we're taking out retention pins and springs and back plates and strikers and plugs and stuff like that, that is a little bit more in depth, that I would recommend for a newer shooter to go to our gunsmith and have them clean out those in depth cleanings. But field strippings and cleanings, once you do it once, you'll get the hang of it, and then it's not as intimidating.
You mentioned that you grew up on a military family, right? And so you were on these different bases. So you were probably around firearms at a very young age, right?
Yeah, firearms, jets, living on a base with a flight line, transports coming in, that kind of stuff. It was really cool. I appreciated my childhood when I grew up.
For me, I think about it because I didn't grow up around any kind of firearms. You know, my dad, he worked for the telephone company, which was awesome. And, and so but we didn't have anything like that. And I wonder if I would have almost gotten too comfortable, being around it. Can you share about that? Like, I'm thinking of a kid at a young age almost being so exposed to it, or just being it's part of like everyday life, and it's just like, oh, so comfortable. Can you share on that?
I would say I would akin it to kind of like language. There's a sweet spot in a child's life where they're able to pick up a whole lot of different information and adapt to it quickly. So parents try to teach their kids languages at an early age. I like to think of safety in the same way. Kids who don't grow up with firearms, they have this innate curiosity to play with it, even adults, actually, as some of my students have proven to me. They're very curious with firearms, and they end up mistreating the tool and having negligent or accidental discharges. There's also a sweet spot where you become complacent. I've seen that a lot with my fellow crewmen as I instructed them. You get to a certain point, maybe even like motorcycle riders, where they think they know what they're doing, but they're actually a little over their head. You just have to stick with it. Good formal education and discipline and training. That is what creates lifelong shooters who are safe for the rest of their lives. And if you start early, that we don't have those terrible mishaps with children.
Okay. Right now it is 9:15. This is KHEARadio.com. 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. We're talking to the Arms Room. We are talking to Anthony. We're talking to Spencer about everything that's going on right now in our local community. And can you give us a little bit of background on the Arms Room? Like, how long have y'all been here?
We have been, in business for over 10 years. I can't remember the exact date right now. Just out there for the community, trying to, like he said, trying to make people aware. That is what our whole goal is at the store. Absolutely. Is safety and trying to make people aware. It's a lot of fun. We have a fun job. We really do.
I think the thing that people know y'all for is the indoor gun range. Yeah. What are the benefits of having it indoor?
You're not sweating at 105 degrees and 200% humidity. We're a nice cool 73, 75 degrees all year long.
So no walking back and forth to check out your target. We have target cares that bring it all the way back to zero so that you can check out what you did without having to actually go down and retrieve your target.
We've got range safety officers at all times on the range that they're there to make you safe. Most ranges, indoor ranges and outdoor ranges, they watch you through a window and they'll bang on the window. How effective is banging on the window if you have gunshots? So, I mean, we have somebody there every hour that we're open. I mean, that's their job. Yeah. So it's just a safety thing, and that's what we strive on, is safety, 100%.
I know one of the things that we have talked about before and stressed on air and off air, just in conversation, is safety. Is that the number one thing that should be taught with firearms?
Yeah, there's nothing else that should be taught other than safety, and we are geared 100% to safety. People are like, oh, but you're a retail business too, blah, blah. That's second to none to us. Safety is 100%.
That's one of the reasons for having the Arms Room Academy, correct?
Yes, sir.
So can you talk about that process of developing that academy and why it became such an important factor for the Arms Room to adopt something like that?
It definitely stems from some of the instructors. My background and Jeff's background in law enforcement is that's how we were taught. In the military and in law enforcement, there are no rights. You earn everything that you keep, including the ability to carry and fire a firearm. If you don't earn it, then you don't get to have one, and if you don't have one, then you're out. So we take it very, very seriously. It's a cross section of the United States, the military and law enforcement. So you have to deal with all sorts of people, and you have to have a curriculum and a formula that caters to everyone, but also make sure they're safe. So with the Arms Room Academy, There's a lot of cool things that we do, a lot of things that look like a lot of fun. Some of them are really dynamic. As you and Curt saw, we did the tooler drill with you, and that's great. But that's not going to help you in real life if you're not safe. If you ended up, one, not knowing how to use your firearm, don't understand the cycle of operation, you don't understand what malfunctions or stoppages are, or if you shoot yourself, you don't know how to draw correctly and you end up getting excited and shoot yourself, you've learned nothing. We can't teach you anything if you hurt yourself from the get-go.
Yeah.
It's absolutely critical, and it doesn't matter what we're doing, we always teach safety first. It doesn't matter if I'm teaching a kid at a summer camp. It doesn't matter if I'm teaching an adult. It doesn't matter if I'm teaching a staff member who's coming into the arms room for the first time and they're learning how to become an RSO. It always starts with safety, and then we move from there.
He didn't teach me.
That's what I was going to say. You know, you directly looked at Anthony.
I
You
taught
probably
Spencer
taught him a lot over the years.
everything
Right?
he knows. Spencer he's knowledgeable, and that's one thing we're grateful for is what he brings to us. So
Yeah.
Stop.
What happened with the pig and the squid?
Is that still going?
The pig and the squid they took a pause on it so that we can get the academy done. We had to come up with the entire curriculum for 13 weeks.
Yeah.
On top of that, it is a evolving curriculum. As you graduate that 13 weeks, it doesn't just stop there.
Mm-hmm.
You progress on. You'll start earning different chords.
Cool.
So with that, we had to make a priority, but we're eventually going to get right back into the podcasting business.
So it's kind of like getting your black belt in a way. If you're going to do chords, is that correct?
It is. It gives someone something to shoot for. Eventually, we're going to start putting together competitive teams, competitive shooting teams, fight teams, things like Tough Mudders, bringing those. That's another carrot for the students to continually progress. These chords are kind of like something I learned in the military. It was just arts and crafts for grown-ups, for grown men. They have survival cores inside, so there's fishing line, fishing hooks, fire starters, compass, whistle, all that stuff. So it is kind of like a belt system that I've liberally took away from, say, like jiu-jitsu, but we also made them functional. So it's something that you earn, and that it's just showing my appreciation to my students. You've stuck with it for 13 weeks. I put you through a lot every Friday, and just showing the love back.
I saw that Tamara said something to shoot for.
You're
And I was
pretty
like,
close.
you missed it. You missed it. I heard it too, and I was like, I almost said it. And then you said carrot, and I started thinking about carrot. So
you got to think
works.
in the academy, it's not. Which I would say 5% is about firearms, and the rest is self-defense and learning your techniques.
Yeah.
getting attacked by
Because
Spencer.
it's like
He doesn't.
Using,
he
like-
lets other people attack. He doesn't do all the attacking, but he will jump on you out of nowhere. Trust me.
whenever it comes to self-defense, where does firearms come into play? Is that the
To me,
is that the resort, the last resort,
no,
first
for
resort?
me, it's one of the last resorts because the repercussions afterwards.
Absolutely.
Maybe not just law or anything, but physically the repercussions afterwards. I think Spencer's the same way. You try to de-escalate first. If that doesn't work, you possibly go to your hands, and if that doesn't work, then if they have a weapon, then you go for your weapon.
Yeah, you always hear the saying, "Don't bring a knife," or bringing a knife to a gunfight. You want to? I mean, what are y'all's thoughts on that? You want to play fair or what?
If he's sitting next to me with a knife and I have a gun, he's going to get me first.
Yeah. We like to say, just don't bring yourself to a fight you're not willing to win instead. Winning a fight could be talking down that individual. It could be spotting that individual looking like, hey, that's not that looks like a bad day, and walking across the street and going somewhere else. You win a fight like that. And a lot of people for me, a lot of male students put their ego on the line, and that's where guns come into play. I can just take care. I'm a good shot. I know what I'm doing. Here's one of my students is actually a lawyer. Shout out to Kent Lee. And he will go constantly through our curriculum, and he's a criminal defense lawyer. He's an expert on use of force because he's actually run those cases through the court system. And I've kind of blown his mind a couple of times where all you have to do is control someone with good grappling and wait for the law enforcement and never have to put yourself in a situation where you have to justify yourself using lethal force. Mm-hmm. And it's made him stop and think about everything a little bit differently.
Yeah.
So you've met Spencer's brother Nathaniel,
Yes.
the good one. we're doing
Debatable.
the graduation for the Gray Cords a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And Jeff, who is trained in boxing, fighting, he's a small dude, but he's not a small guy. He's very fast.
Yeah.
Jeff goes after Nathaniel, and his job is to grapple with him and make him, gain control. Well, Nathaniel, for some reason, just grabs him and, like Spencer said, holding him and just forcefully, just de-escalating. Jeff or Spencer or Nathaniel, is hugging him, just bear hugging him, saying, "It's going to be okay, buddy. It's going to be okay."
Slow down.
Jeff is this fighter, and Nathaniel is learning all of this, and he was able to control the situation by just a big bear hug and talking to him. Mm-hmm. And it was hilarious, just because big Nathaniel grabbing little Jeff. So,
I actually taught him that because that was a real life experience for myself. I used to be, I worked in security, and there was a individual who was intoxicated and wanted to fight myself. We started going after it, and he started grappling me, and he was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And so I threw an under over. He pummeled in, got double unders. I pummeled back, and then I kind of yelled in his ear because it's music playing and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Hey, man, did you wrestle?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "No kidding. What weight class?" And he was like, "Well, I wrestled 185. I was like, "No kidding. How many years?" And all of a sudden, I bought him a beer.
Yeah.
Right? I bought him a beer, and then it was over. And that only happened once, but I took the time. I felt comfortable. I knew that he wasn't going to hurt me because I had the skills to neutralize that. And I took that opportunity to de-escalate. And for me, in that moment, it worked out. Cops never got called. His face never got broken. My face never got broken. Our hands are fine. And we went our separate ways and had a good night. Mm-hmm. Because, one, I had the skills to be able to identify that he was not a happy camper with me telling him he was cut off or whatever I did. Two, I was able to neutralize his physical skills. And three, I was able to de-escalate because I had the wherewithal to be able to pick that moment.
Yeah.
And to me, that's the academy. It's giving yourself all those tools so you can use them seamlessly for the game plan that is made for you.
What do you think about people that maybe have issues controlling their emotions? I think of how easily road rage is. People who get mad and they may admit, "I have a terrible temper. It's passed down." Is it a good idea for those people to get involved with firearms?
I think so. I think people who have these tempers don't ever try to research the reason why they do. There's a science behind it. There's a medical background behind why people get upset, and there's ways to control it.
Yeah.
I think everyone who should be or legally able to own firearms should have them. It's one of the best force multipliers. It doesn't solve every problem, but it's one of the best multipliers that we have as citizens. And I think instead of restricting yourself from them, I think you should grow as an individual and expand your mind and work on your de-escalation skills and being able to train to work that out in a training environment with students and classmates that you trust. Mm-hmm. It's crucial.
Yeah. I think, learning to calm yourself down and being self-aware, and I guess admitting you have an issue and be like, "Hey, I need to go seek training."
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. We'll go 1 week. It's called verbal judo or verbal de-escalation. And one of the questions, and I steal this from a book. My question is, anyone who has a temper, raise your hand. And then all right, so they'll raise their hand, and then I'll say, "Okay, anyone," and you'll find this. Several people have done this before. I'm not the creator, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Then I'll say, "Who has a really bad temper?" And then at least half of the people who raise their hand will keep their hand up. And then I'll say, "Okay, you people are weak." And I'll just let that marinate for a second.
Oh,
right?
I'm gonna rage.
Exactly. And then some people will get stiff, and I'll go, "No, is that an insult? Do you feel insulted?"
Yes.
And they'll say yes. And I'll go, "Why do you feel like that?" And then we'll go behind the science of why they are the way they are and why they can only think in those heated moments in certain ways. And then we'll figure out what their weakness is, and then we'll play it to their strengths.
Here's a comment. As a former hothead, everyone should go to therapy. It's so helpful. What do you think about that? People like seeking therapy before firearms or incorporated with, or
if he was your instructor, he's a good therapist.
Okay.
In my opinion, there's some bad ones out there, but if I could talk to him, who I know that I could trust and gain more knowledge out of it, instead of spending, thousands upon thousands of dollars. So that's just kind of me, but therapists aren't bad people.
I'm not a licensed therapist, by the way. So I say whatever. If you go
Did you
to
have
someone,
that on your resume?
it's all about padding your resume.
List. I saw it right here. Yeah. What are you
If you
talking
go
about?
to someone who is licensed and can help you, go for it. I think that's a great comment by one of your listeners.
Cool. Curt.
So we're about out of time. How can people get in contact with the Arms Room?
Facebook, The Arms Room TX, or website, thearmsroomtx.com, 832-226-5252.
Pop in.
Yep. Just show up. We're there 7 days a week.
Go.
Father's Day this was Sunday. Don't forget your dads.
Yes.
That's right.
That's true. Speaking
right.
of therapy, I hear a lot of people saying like, I'm going to go play golf. Maybe that stresses people out, or go to the range, or that it's a good way to even de-stress, relax, and it is almost like therapy. It could be for some people.
It is for a lot of people. It is for us.
Yep.
All right. Hey, well, this is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. Are y'all going to share this out with the sun emoji so that way y'all can potentially win?
Moody Garden, son.
Yeah.
That could be therapy too. We're going to take a quick break on the FM. This is KHEA Radio. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.
It's Kickstart. We're going to be on till 11. When we come back, we're going to be talking about a local event taking place. I believe
it's a job fair.
Get employed.
That'd be great.
Curt, are you applying? Are you trying to leave? What's going on?
I'm trying to get Ethan, who apparently needs some help.
Ethan needs it. Yeah, our intern's like, I have to go to work. I was like, what do you mean? This is work. Yeah, we don't pay you right now, but
he didn't even ask for a vacation. He's like, I'm taking vacation. And told me yesterday. I'm like,
hurts.
I need a written 2 weeks notice.
Tell him to pad that resume.
He is. He's doing something. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. Coming up next is New Spring. All right. Facebook. See you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
I'm talking about a job fair, and maybe we'll find out if the Arms Room is hiring. Maybe we'll find out if Moody Gardens is hiring, and we're going to be learning about everything going on. Hey, job fairs are cool because instead of having, the way people hire these days is different than it was even 10 years ago. I remember being in high school and going to, Mall of the Mainland. Shout out to Corn Dog 7, I'm like, hey, are you guys hiring? Hey, you guys hiring? There's an application for each one. I remember there was the candy store, there was the Foot Locker, but now a lot of places are hiring online, and so you can craft a resume, and we were talking about a resume with Spencer. But you can't actually have that human interaction, and maybe that's the best part about you. Hey, you're going to hire me. I promise you're going to be satisfied with everything I do because I'm going to, work my hardest at the job, and people can see that whenever they talk to you, shake their hand. And a job fair is a cool way to talk to people who are going to be doing the hiring in multiple places at one time instead of going to, hey, I went to Best Buy yesterday, so it's fresh on my mind. I'm going to go apply to Best Buy. Got to go on the internet. I'm going to go apply it. If Corn Dog 7 was still here in Texas City, I got to go do it on the internet. But you can actually go and shake people's hands, see who's hiring for what positions, and you'll be able to leave a lasting impression. So there's that. Right now it's 9:32. I see a lot of people that are dropping the sun emoji, and I have been too because you never know. What if my name gets picked? KHEA Radio wins the Moody Gardens tickets. Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good.
So, Gardy, it's not a job fair. It's a wellness opening, a wellness grand opening.
I was lied to by this guy.
I'm sorry. That's what I
So
said.
wait.
I was like, I goofed.
Everybody was looking forward to being hired, including Curt.
Well, you could still possibly be hired, but one of the cool things that they're going to be doing
Sorry.
is they're going to be doing a wellness check, kind
Okay.
of. Correct?
I'm not sure what that
Correct.
means. I'm going to imagine a wellness check. So I'm going to you to make sure it's almost like a physical type thing.
Kind of it is.
Okay.
It's Zyto scanning, so it's biofeedback.
Okay.
So it's kind of like you filling out the surveys at the doctor's office.
Yeah.
And they go over it all with you and kind of figure out what's going on with you. So it does that. It's sending different waves through your body and kind of giving a feedback of what's going on in all your cells, organs.
So it's a scan though?
It's a hand scan.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you this. Whenever I go to the doctor's office, They make me fill out like 10 pages of paperwork every time. And I'm like, okay, guys, I had an appointment however long ago and I'm still the same person. And maybe I'm dealing with the same thing, but I had to fill it out every time. And that is the most difficult part because my hand is hurting by the end. And it's like, well, I have to go back and add that I have carpal tunnel now from filling out all this paperwork.
You need to come to me for a massage.
You do massages?
I do.
You know who loves massages?
Yeah. Everybody should.
This guy.
Kurt does.
You need to come
He used to have a masseuse come to his apartment. Like, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I used
He's
to.
like, oh, yeah. Just
You know,
working
we're
it out.
massage therapists now, not masseuses.
I don't know that.
I didn't know the difference.
What's the difference?
So massage therapist is more of a therapist, but masseuses have gotten a bad rep and a bad name for themselves.
So we
they're the
rebranded.
other side of massage that.
Yeah.
Not
Oh, makes
So
sense.
the therapist, because we got a lot of problems. Is that something that people like talk to their problems about too? Like as massaging, or people get confused and be like, "Are you gonna help me through these situations?"
They do that.
Yes.
But the great thing with me is I also do the aroma freedom technique, which goes through all the emotional stuff too, to help you with past problems.
Cool. So what are y'all's names? Because this is my first time to meet y'all.
I'm Becca.
Becca,
I'm Dawn.
Dawn. Is your last name Deanna?
No, it's not. It's Simpson.
Okay.
Deanna's my middle name.
I knew that. Someone tagged you. So Becca and Dawn, and we're going to be talking about a wellness check. I mean, how does this work?
So you're going to put your hand on the scanner, and I'm actually going to have you fill out this.
A waiver?
You have to fill
but
out
it's
a
just,
form.
Yeah. It's really quick. No, it's just really quick. Your name, address,
Okay.
and phone number. I think you can handle it.
Oh yeah, I know all those by heart.
So everything that's in orange
That's necessary. Okay.
is necessary. And the birth date is like 2-digit, 2-digit, 4-digit.
Okay, my first name is Gardy, Gardy. Oh, and I misspelled it. RDY. Okay, my last name is Party. That's my Instagram. Gardy Party, but my last name is Garcia. So okay, I am a male. My email is.
So while he's filling this out, because I just want to make sure that we're getting everything covered here, can you talk a little bit about the event that's coming up?
Yes. So it's taking place June 22nd. And what we are wanting to do is it's basically a grand opening for Dawn. So she is a massage therapist, but she does a lot more than just massage therapy. And part of her switching location and us putting this on is so that people will learn more about the services that she offers. So she's going to be doing baby massage classes, aroma freedom technique. She's also going to be doing the hand scans that she's doing here today, so that people can get familiar with it and see how it can be beneficial to them. We're also going to have some vendors set up, and one of the biggest things that is important to us about this event is that there's a local family that's going to benefit from it. The Scriveners have had a serious loss in their family, very unexpected death of a 2-year-old. And so we wanted to be able to raise some funds to help them through their hard time that they're going through with this.
Wow. Well, that's great that there's a cause as well. Where's the location going to be? Because it's brand new, right?
It is.
Yeah, so the address is 1322 Space Park Drive.
Okay.
It's going to be in the west parking lot. It can be kind of a confusing building because there's A, B, and C, but A and C are connected. So I'm just saying it's the west parking lot. There's like an atrium and there's a cafe. There's a few boardrooms that are connected to the cafe, and that's where the classes are going to be taking place, and the vendors are all going to be outside.
So this is in League City. What area? What can you kind of pinpoint some?
It's more
Webster?
Houston, Nassau
Houston?
Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say Space Park is. It sounds familiar. We were just up there yesterday in the area.
Yeah.
Nassau Bay.
So what's in that area? That
What's
you
it
can-
close to?
There-
Starbucks.
Yeah,
is right
no, there's
kinda-
a
NASA's
lot
right
of
across the street.
businesses there. It's you can get to it by going down NASA
Nassau Bay.
Road.
Okay.
I am directionally challenged, by the way. I am the worst person to tell you directions. But yeah, no. Do you know where the Wendy's is on NASA Road?
So if I'm heading east, I'm just kidding. No.
Yeah, no.
If you're heading to Seabrook,
Yeah.
if you're
Yeah.
heading to Seabrook, it's on the right side. So NASA will be on the left side, and the Starbucks is on the right side. We're like behind Starbucks.
Oh, okay.
And
So
the big
we went.
building there.
So we were going right. So we were
Lore.
heading down NASA. We took a left on Space Center, and then took a right on a street, and then we went and did one of our episodes of House Hunters, where Kurt's looking for a house, and so that's what we did. We toured a house that's for sale. So, but it's pretty close to that area on the way to Seabrook. So cool. That's where you're going to be.
Yes, that's pretty close to where I live too.
Are you excited?
I am.
All
I'm
right.
very excited.
So, I mean, how long have you been practicing massage therapy and like some other stuff that we're about to get into as well? How long have you been doing that?
I've been a massage therapist for 7 years now. I started off working for other people, and the last 4 years I've had my own business.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually had my business at Dr. Chappa's office at the Living Well Center there.
Mm-hmm.
And since January, since he grew, I also grew, and I went and found myself my own building. So,
That's awesome.
Oh, that's where I know you from.
Yep.
I've seen you there
Yeah,
before.
yep. You were doing, I think, foot baths.
Yes.
And I was doing massages, and you guys were in there speaking.
That's awesome.
That doesn't sound like us.
No.
Cool. So let's see. We're going to go on the FM right now, and it'll be good. Here we go.
And it takes about 15 minutes.
Good morning. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. It's 9:39. My name is Gardy.
And I'm Kurt.
And we have Becca and we have Don in studio. We're going to be learning about everything that's taking place with not a new business, but a business that is relocating. A business that's going to be having a really cool grand opening and event. And I think there's going to be vendors, a lot of fun. What's the location and what's going to be offered?
So, Dawn is going to be offering free services. She's going to be doing aroma freedom technique. She's going to be doing classes to show you how to do baby massages. And she's also going to be doing free Zyto hand scans. It's basically so that she can introduce her services to the public. People can find out what she's all about and start coming to see her and get healthy.
Awesome.
We're also doing vendors. We'll be outside. We're going to have a silent auction. We're going to have all sorts of things going on.
My favorite is how Kurt, I guess, told us that it was a job fair. But people may run into a vendor and find out that they have a job for them. I mean, it's
Sure.
possible.
I think I just put it in the calendar wrong. I knew what it was, but looking at it like now, going back, I'm
You
like,
remember?
oh yeah.
He speaks
My bad.
in his own code. It's okay. Everybody does.
The
That's
calendar,
what-
you have to understand, is like it's special.
So you brought a computer here, and I put in some information. There's something that's going to take place. What's going on here?
Okay, so this is Zyto scanning, and what it is a biosurvey. So it's going to give back biofeedback from inside your body. It's going to send waves in and kind of ask your body questions of what's going on, and it's going to send back the information, and the computer is going to determine what is going on
Cool.
inside.
I want to give a disclaimer. So I'm on day 3 of a workout challenge, and so I'm probably like really, really in shape and like everything perfect.
Oh,
Just so y'all know,
Probably not.
it's day 3, so I'm already seeing the results and everything.
that's great. If you're ironed in,
Yeah.
is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
I'm sure you are seeing the results already. Yep.
No, my results are I'm having trouble walking because I went to work out on Monday, and then today is my second one. I'm like, how am I going to walk there? Y'all don't know because I'm sitting down. I'm just
I'm a
like,
massage therapist. Why aren't you
oh,
seeing me?
that's true.
That's what I do. I help
my
with
legs are
post-workout.
screaming. So how long does this take?
So it takes about 15, 20 minutes for the short survey that I'm going to be offering free.
Okay.
But the normal survey that kind of gets more in depth is about an hour long.
Cool.
All right. So as soon as you're ready, put your hand on the scanner.
Do I need to take my ring off?
It's better if you do.
I'll probably.
And
okay.
if you can try not touching electronics. I know that's kind of hard because that's what you're doing, but it's
So just
better
do
if
it. Just
you
leave
can.
it there.
Yep.
Am I allowed to drink like my
You can.
drink and
It's good to
stuff
stay hydrated.
with my coffee?
Yes. Just don't touch your cell phones or
Okay. How still do I have to stay?
you're good. You can move around as long as your hand doesn't move off of that.
I'm trying my best. Okay. So this is pretty cool. I mean, I can't feel anything, and it's
You're not supposed to be touching electronics.
Well, I have to take a picture because somebody has to document this. Smile. That's for the Instagram. I mean, the cell phone doesn't really count as an electronic. I mean, it's a necessity now. It's like
she's
attached
she's
to
freaking
me.
out about this right now.
It really does. It really does.
Okay.
Because it will also read the cell phone, too. So it'll tell you, like, there's problems, like, with you sleeping because of
Yeah.
you being on the cell phone or computers. or,
Well, to be fair, it's like an extra limb, so it probably. I mean, I have it on my person like all day, every day, and then like at nighttime, it's within. Like I reach over and it's there, so it may be better to do it with it because I always have it on me.
Because
Right?
if it's a problem, then
Is it a problem?
I mean, we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see if it is a problem.
All right, cool. So it's a Zydo scan.
It is.
Awesome. And it's going to take about, I guess, 15, 20 minutes. And so we'll have an opportunity to keep talking about everything going on. And we'll see what's going on with my skin.
So why the wellness fair? Let's talk about that. And why is it important to maybe come to an event like this? And what's the date? Have we said the date yet?
Oh, that's good. It's on the 22nd.
Okay.
It's from 9 to 4. And it's important because your wellness and your health is very important to you. So everything that we do inside our office, me being a massage therapist, I'm not just a normal, regular, relaxing massage therapist. I actually like to go in there and figure out what's going wrong with your body and try to figure out why and how is it best to get it better. So I do an abdominal massage because the fascia that makes knots in your shoulders also goes around your guts and kind of kinks it all up and creates problems with all sorts of eating and all sorts of issues, cancer and etc. So I go in there and I break all that up and put everything back in its place.
Yeah.
So that way that you can have a better life. But I'm not just like a Swedish massage therapist. I'm more of a wellness massage therapist.
Okay.
So that's just everybody needs to have wellness in their life.
We don't know the difference. What's the difference? Like, is it's just a style of massage or things offered, or?
It is. So a lot of times people that work in the spas are for relaxation. And relaxation is great. You need to have that in your life. There's a place for that. And I can do Swedish as well. But I'm more of a deep tissue person.
Does that mean it's going to hurt?
Yes.
Ooh.
But it's worth it.
Wow. But you'll see benefits.
You will see benefits.
Okay.
Well, and so I do like lymphatic drainage massage and the gut massage, fertility massage, prenatal massage. So it's all the massages that I do is more of a health benefit.
You know, Dr. Chapa, in here before, Kurt is like, hey, I got something going on. And he's like, oh, let's go, stand up. And he'll like push down on an organ, like, we'll just move it down a little bit and see if that helps.
This on my ear. He yanked
He's like
my
adjusting
ear.
his ears and
Yep.
stuff.
I was like, what the heck was that? Like, get off my ear with that.
Did it feel better afterwards?
Oh,
though?
yeah. I'll give him that.
Yeah. How did you meet Dr. Chapa?
One of my friends told me that he was going to allow massage therapists to come into his office. So I didn't know him prior to that, and I gave him a call, and I said, hey, I heard that I can rent a room from you. And he was like, no. And so he's like,
Wow.
he's like, why don't you come in and see me? So I went in, and I talked to him, and I told him my story, and chatted with him a little bit, and he said, you know what, I think we're a good fit. So we both had very similar visions where we just want to help people get better.
I remember now. So as you walked in the foot bath room right there and you go straight, you were on the, like, if you kept going but to the left, right?
Yeah, I was in the foot bathroom. There's that door on the left side.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
me. Exactly. And it said, like, be quiet. There's a massage therapy. or
Yeah.
Massage going on. You guys were like,
Just chatting it
chatting.
up.
You were. Yep.
Are you? Wait, is this payback? Are you gonna shock him?
Right.
Gardy,
Remember how
stop
you're
tou-
being loud?
Gardy, stop touching electronics. I see
not.
you. You touched the iPad.
No, I didn't.
You replied to a comment.
You totally did.
I did not.
They saw it.
It's not on camera. Show me on the feedback. Show
She's
me on the
watching you.
footage where I touched it. You can't. Can ya?
No.
Okay, well, there you go. If it didn't happen on Facebook, I don't know if it happened or not, but it's on a video, right? It's 9:47. This is KHEA Radio. You can stream us from our website, KHEAradio.com. You can also download the KHEA Radio app. It's available if you have an iPhone, if you have an Android, any kind of phone you have. Just search KHEA. We'll pop up. Hit it. Let us know what you think. Give us some feedback. We're going to be making some adjustments to that as time goes on, but we're excited to have that out.
Yes, and there's opportunities to join our membership club where you're going to get coupons.
The membership club. That's a new one.
I know. I'm trying to
That
find
one.
it. I'm playing it out. I'm playing out how we can develop that. But you can get some discounts. 20% off at Texas Pit Stop Barbecue.
Sounds good.
You can get buy one get one free at Cupcake Cache in League City.
That sounds good too.
So a lot of opportunities to download the KHEA radio app.
Okay, and right now we are talking about a brand new massage therapy, I guess, studio. What's the name? The actual name?
New Beginnings Massage and Wellness.
How did you come up with that name? Has that been with you?
It has. I really felt like God was telling me a long time ago that should be my name.
Mm-hmm.
When I was at the Living Well Center, I went with Living Well Massage just because we were together. But when I separated, I decided that it really needed to be a new beginning for me. Plus, my name's Dawn, which means new beginnings. And I've gone through a lot of new beginnings in my life. So I decided new beginnings is good. And when I help people, I hope that they have new beginnings as well.
Right. Is it easy to be like a business owner? Like, you're the boss. I know you mentioned in the past you'd work for some other people, and then, you decided to make a change for some reason, I assume. Can you walk us through that?
Sure. I was working with quite a couple other chiropractors. And I really wasn't making the money that I really wanted to support me and my children. So I decided that it was time for me to go off on my own. So I was very thankful that Dr. Chapa allowed me to kind of spread my wings there with him, and he helped support me and kind of backed me up during that time. And I was able to grow a lot, and I was able to get on my own. So it's hard. It's not really super easy to do that, mainly of confidence. Just kind of the fear of what if I fail, knowing that I'm the primary breadwinner for me and my girls, and what if I can't do it? And just kind of leaning on God that he's going to help me provide, and he's going to bring me the people that I need to help my family out, and I get to help them in the process.
Awesome. So right now, is it just going to be you at the office?
Right now, it's me in the mornings. I work there from 7 a.m. till 3. And then I have John. He used to be a police officer. He decided to do massage therapy because he had a heart to help his daughter who was doing lots of sports.
Mm-hmm.
And so he decided to go into massage therapy. So he works in the evenings.
Okay, cool. And so your hours are what?
The hours of operation are 7 to 9. 7
That's a long
a.m. to
time.
9 p.m. So I'm there from 7 to 3, and he's there from 4 to 9.
Is everything appointment only, or can you just straight up walk in?
It's appointment only. We're pretty booked most of the time, so if you make an appointment before you come in, it would probably be more beneficial for you.
Okay, so let's say a new client. Somebody's reaching out to you today. Like, what can they expect?
They call me today. We will discuss what's going on with them. We probably will set them up with an assessment massage. It's called a PCM massage. 60 minutes is $45 and 90 minutes $75. At that time, I do a full body massage on you, and I try to figure out what's going on with you. So just because you're having problems and pain in your shoulders, sometimes it's actually coming from your feet. Like, it's not always from your shoulders. So we try to figure out what's going on, where is it coming from, what's happening, and then what massage is going to help you get better, since I offer so many different kinds of massages, including like deep tissue stretching. So what massage or varies of massages can we put together to help you in particularly get better?
Wow. So there's a lot that goes into it, it seems, because usually I think of a massage like, oh, you're on vacation. My wife's like, I want to go get a massage. And I'm like, okay, have fun, but there's a lot more. It's not just a relaxation. You're trying to help people through their issues.
I am.
And I guess that's just different, because at least me personally, I think of the massage just like, oh, it's just to relax, and that's it.
No.
How did you get, I guess, turned on to the idea of like, this is a way to change, people's bodies, change their lives, help fix symptoms?
When I first got out of massage school, I started working at the Spa San Luis in Galveston, and it was all very much just relaxation massage, and it was not my cup of tea. I kept wanting to get in there and help people, and they're like, no, I just want to relax. And I just had that deep feeling.
They're on
like
vacation in Galveston. They're like, no, I got you. We're going to get this fix your finger. You're like, ah.
You're not going to move for 2 days. So
the rest of your vacation, you're just going to lay there. Yeah.
So, and I just felt like that was not for me. When I started working for a chiropractor, I really felt like this is exactly where I was supposed to be. I went from making a lot of money there to a huge pay decrease working for a chiropractor, but the joy in that was so much more, because seeing that I could help people from not being able to walk to being able to walk, going from like having excruciating pain to be able to, be healed from that, was amazing. And I just felt like God was leading me more into healing people from those issues.
You mentioned working, with chiropractors, at their offices before teaming up. Am I correct in understanding, I guess the chiropractor is the skeletal, and that what's considered the tissue? Is that like, what's the difference between what's offered?
Muscles and fascia are more what I work with. Lymphatics and stuff like that is what I kind of work with. They work mainly bones and muscular.
Okay.
So there's a lot of things that I do, like especially with the deep tissue stretching, where I loosen that up, and during the stretch, you just naturally adjust. But I can't physically adjust you.
Yeah.
Where they can.
Okay. There was a time last year where I had these knots all up in the back of my leg, and I shared this. I'm done? Okay. Are you sure? Okay. There was a time where I had these knots in the back of my leg, and I actually went to a chiropractor, and what they did is they took this tool and they had to break up all these knots, and I had to go I went for about a month or maybe even 6 weeks so they could let it like re-heal and try and even me out and everything. Is that something that you do, like if you have just like knots and muscles and stuff?
I don't usually use a tool, though there are tools that I can use. I'd rather use my hands just so that I can feel what's going on underneath, where
Yeah.
I can't do that with a tool. I do cupping, which I've seen lots of benefits for, but a lot of the stuff that I do is manual manipulation. So, but yes, I break up the knots and help put all that back into place.
Can you share the benefits of cupping? I think I saw that for the first time, like Michael Phelps in the Olympics, and it looked like hickeys all over his back, all over his body. What's up with that?
It does look really scary. So it helps with blood flow. It helps with lymph movement. It also, what it does is instead of me pushing pressure down onto a muscle, it's pulling it up, so it's less painful. And while it's pulling it up, it's bringing blood flow to the area to help healing and stretching out that muscle, and also kind of breaking up some of the fascia that's kind of built up in that. And when I'm doing it, it's taking the toxins out of the muscles. And so when it leaves that mark, so not everybody has a mark. If you have a mark, usually it's because you have toxins in that muscle.
Wow.
So when it sucks it up, it's trying to take out those toxins.
So it literally pulls the muscle away from the bone? Is that what it does or no?
Well, it's not like your all muscles completely attached to bone anyway, but it does lift the muscle and kind of stretch it out.
Cool.
That's awesome. So the results are in.
It is. You ready?
Should we be concerned? Is Gardy going to be dying soon? Like,
He's pretty good. So they checked 171 biomarkers in the short survey, and the biomarkers in range are 85. He had 86 biomarkers out of range.
uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't. Can anybody see?
Not quite. Maybe from that one.
If you turn the
So,
cam-
babe, what does this mean, Doc? Am I
All right.
am I
so
done for?
You're not done for.
Okay, so there's
Put it
hope.
over here so you can see it.
Okay, cool. Let's see.
Can I move that too?
So yeah, I got scanned. It was pretty cool. Painless. It didn't take long at all.
No.
And I'm excited to see these results.
Okay, so these are supplementation and oils and different things that are saying they're going to help bring you back in range.
Okay.
So Cataplex AC is a standard process. It'll help bring 43 of those biomarkers back in range, and it tells you how much.
So this is the range, the circle, and that's how far they're out
Yes.
from that. Okay.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, so you can tell. Okay, so Cataplex AC is one of the things that Dr. Chapa usually brings in.
He does. Yep. So that is going to help bring 43 of those back in range. You have 2 tablets 3 times a day is all that's needed for you to help bring that back in range. And then there's the Simplex M, 1 tablet 3 times per day. And that's a standard process as well. That'll bring 22 back. And this is an essential oil blend by doTERRA. It's the line centering blend. It'll bring 9 back in range. And then the Aroma Touch will bring 4 back in range, and that's 1 drop, 1 per day.
So how many markers does it look for, and how many were out of range?
So this one checked 171 different markers. The larger one checks 352, and so I think there was 86 out of range when I looked up there.
Okay.
So these just talk about real quick kind of what.
So I'm at like 50-50. I'm like
You are.
50
You are.
good. So
Exactly.
the cup half full is what we're looking at for the most part, right?
Exactly. You're doing pretty good.
I'm more of a glass half empty kind of guy.
He is. He's a negative Nancy person.
So this checked for your 4 core systems: your detox, your gastro, hormonal, and immune system. And this kind of shows you how far out of range. So where you want to be is this dark green area.
Why's my immune system out in the red?
Immune system is way out of range. Yep. And a little
So
bit
wait, you can get sick easy.
Yep. Exactly.
Gardy, you got to get this. You got to get this corrected. I can't have you sick on the radio.
So wait, where do I want to be?
So you want to be in this dark green area.
Okay.
So the reason these are the stressors causing those to go bad. Diet nutrition's a little out.
I'm getting it
Hydration's
on
not
track
too
though.
bad.
I'm doing
Yeah.
really good. I'm trying.
You are.
Does
You're
that
doing
say? Does that say taco stress down at the bottom?
wish.
I can only see it.
I need some taco stress. No, that's toxic stress.
Oh, wait, what's the
Which
toxic?
tacos?
Look at how far that is in the red. What's toxic stress?
So down here, it'll actually explain a little bit more about the toxic stress and what are the toxins that are causing the issues.
Ooh, so can we get that?
You can.
So what's causing the issues?
I want to see. If it says Kurt, I'm gonna be upset.
I would not be shocked.
So here it's talking about, well, the toxic stress, but it's the liver, respiratory system, lung, bacteria, your skin, kidneys, electromagnetics, which you're around all day long, gastrointestinal system. But if we go down here, it'll actually talk about, let me get down here to the...
So what's good though? Is there anything good? Anything good on there? Like what's on the up and
all
up?
the rest of your systems weren't very bad. It was
Awesome.
just the two that were really sluggish or off the charts.
Sweet.
But it'll actually talk about parasites that are inside your body.
Okay.
And on the big scan, it'll name the parasite and tell
Wow,
you what's
exactly.
inside, and the heavy metal. This short scan will tell you kind of that you have a heavy metal problem or a parasite problem.
Yeah.
But the long scan will go in depth about
Okay.
it. So this will actually be emailed to you, so you can kind of look at it a little bit more. I know we don't have much time while we're
Awesome.
on here, but
So if somebody wants to have a test like this done, they can reach out to you
they can.
and they can have that arranged and scheduled. And I mean, it's painless. It's literally painless, and that's really cool. It just reads, I guess, through your fingertips and all the stuff flowing through your body. I don't know how
Well,
it works, but it's neat.
The other thing is, this is one of the things that's going to be offered for free at the event. So if people are not sure, but they would like to come and check it out, June 22nd, our event is taking place. This is one of the free services. So they can come and they can do exactly what you just did and get some good information. And then if they decide that they would like to do a full body scan, then they can make appointments and go from there.
So Saturday, June 22nd, what times?
From 9 to 4.
9 to 4, Saturday, June 22nd. I think that's next Saturday, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Go check them out.
Also, we are still accepting vendors.
Nice.
We would love to have some handcrafted items there. We would love to have anybody with natural products. So if anybody's interested and would like to come and set up with us, get a hold of one of us.
Very cool. All right, and what's the best way to get a hold of y'all?
You can contact me on Facebook, just Becca Sibbett, or you can go through my business, Essential Wellness by Becca. You can find me on Facebook and just reach out or get a hold of Dawn Deanna is how she goes on Facebook. And
Dawn Deanna or New Beginnings Massage and Wellness.
Okay. So wait, are y'all in the same business, or you have
No,
your own?
I have a
my
separate
gosh,
business.
I thought it was the same. So wait,
That's
okay, we
okay.
have we ran out of time,
That's
but I
okay.
need to talk about your business too. So
Okay, so real quick, I'll give you the lowdown. I do handmade bath and body products, and I'm very particular about the ingredients that I put into them. So I do like bath bombs. I do shaving cream, which is fantastic, and I have samples for you.
what? Okay,
And
I need to shave.
well, you're gonna love it.
Cool.
It's really great. I'm very particular about what goes into them, so I don't use toxic chemicals. Everything that I use is put in there purposefully for good reasons. Everything is made with love and lots of care.
That's really cool. Okay, man. So we're gonna have to check out some of that. I'm definitely interested in the samples, and we can. I'll show some people if we can get that camera shot. But again, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. And that's Saturday, June 22nd, 9 to 4.
What is
next
that?
Saturday.
Is that a sample? Do we get to keep that?
You do.
What is it for? I'm
It's
sorry,
shaving cream.
Urban
It's-
Cowboy.
what is it?
You know it.
It's shaving cream?
Yeah.
It is.
I
Yep.
don't-
You only
I
need a
don't-
teeny tiny little bit. It'll go a long way.
Kurt, put some on. Let's get this done right now.
Are you going to shave on the show?
Yeah. We don't have a razor, but you can just wear it till then. So you make this.
I do. Everything is made 100% from scratch.
Okay.
What?
Can you make anything?
We needed more time
I
with
mean,
these people.
you're going to have to be more specific. But yeah, I make
Like
all
anything.
sorts of things. No, not
Okay,
anything.
Okay.
I often call her up and I'm like, hey, I need something to clean my toilet with. You got it? And
Serious-
she's like, I'll make
seriously?
you.
Yes,
Yep,
she
she'll
does
just
it
make
all the
right up.
time. She
I
calls
do.
me up with these most random things, and I find a way to make it happen.
Natural products.
Yep.
She does.
So that's important now because, well, we teamed up with the guy, Hippie Fertilizing, and he talked about, you have your family in the yard and everything, and just how important it is, especially rubbing something on your face. Your
Yeah.
kids are playing in the grass. You don't realize it, but there's these harmful products and chemicals. They say hey, don't come in contact with it. Well, what do you mean don't come in contact with it? I'm putting it on my skin. Don't eat it, and I don't know. It's weird, but
And you'll actually be able to see all of those
Yeah.
chemicals, or a lot of them, pop up on the scans too. You can see
Wow.
which chemicals that you've come in contact with will pop up on the scan. So
Okay.
you can see it.
So we got Becca, Dawn. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
You guys have a wonderful day.
We're taking a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have a gentleman from Moody Gardens in.
Yeah, make sure that you like, share, and comment a sunshine emoji in order to win those tickets. 4 tickets to the aquarium. 4 tickets to the rainforest.
Hey, sorry, we were confused about everything today. I thought y'all were together with the.
So she's doing all of this stuff for me for the health fair because I'm busy doing business.
Sure.
And I mean, I'm not an event coordinator. I'm just often a vendor. That's where I sell my stuff is at vendor events and stuff. So I have contacts with lots of other people that sell things too. So.
Awesome. Okay.
Are you gonna fire me for calling it a job fair in the calendar?
Not just that.
Okay,
that wouldn't be the only reason. We're always hiring.
Did you say we're always hiring?
We're always hiring. That's all I'm saying. I'll leave it at that. Okay.
We'll actually put these on our community table out in the foyer. So yeah.
I have promo codes going on for Father's Day too. So
Sweet. Awesome.
If anybody needs anything.
Thank you.
Yeah, let me know what you
I
think.
really appreciate it.
We will.
Thanks so much
Bye.
for having
Thank you.
us.
It's nice to meet y'all.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Kurt, what are you getting me for Father's Day?
Pair of tickets to Moody Gardens.
Let's go. I'm down. I am down for that. So, yeah, I feel like Kurt should give me something for Father's Day. I'm like a father figure in his life. I am a dad. I have 2 kids and a Kurt. Sometimes when people invite me places, they're like, is it, I have to check, is it kid friendly or is it Kurt friendly? Am I going to be able to bring Kurt? Am I going to be able to bring my kids? How's it going?
Hey there, how are you?
Pretty good. What's your name?
Kevin.
Kevin. You got a name tag. I love whenever there's name tags in because my name is Gardy.
Hi, Gardy. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I brought you guys some safe sunscreen.
What? Awesome.
Enjoy.
So I got sunscreen and I got some shaving cream.
Dude, we're going to be so protected, so shaved.
Here's some test kits.
Very cool. Thank you.
And I've got the tickets in here as well. I didn't know how you want to divvy them up, so I just put them in some gloves.
Awesome.
We'll have people come and snatch them from here. This is great. Thank you, Kevin.
So they're gonna really want these. I gotta lock.
We got to put those in a safe or something.
Right? I hope you have a vault.
There's a lot of people that have very, very excited about the potential to win some tickets
Yay.
to Moody
Pocket
Gardens.
so I can
There
go
you
by
go.
myself.
No.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about this,
Awesome.
Kevin. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me. This is fun. I love this.
Yeah, so we talked to you on the phone, not too long ago.
Yeah.
And I think, were you like in El Paso? Where were you?
I was in Amarillo.
Same thing, right?
I
just forget,
Might as
like,
well.
it's
Might as
so
well
big.
be.
So
Yeah.
Amarillo, where is that in Texas?
Way up almost into Oklahoma, practically.
Okay.
Or New Mexico, depending on where you're at. But yeah, we do part of my job as the public relations coordinator for Moody Gardens. I do media tours across the state. So just kind of promoting Moody Gardens, promoting the property. We are a tourist destination.
For sure.
And, going on local radio and TV and just kind of spreading the good word and inviting people to come out for an awesome summer.
Yeah, because Galveston is an awesome tourist location.
Yeah.
There's a lot to do
absolutely.
there.
Great shopping. The cruise terminals are there, but you've got the Strand. You got great food. It really wouldn't be a trip to Galveston without some awesome fried shrimp. So, yeah.
Are you from here? Where are you from?
I'm from Southeast Houston.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Dobie High School.
Mm-hmm.
Grew up in the area. Always felt really close to, Galveston area because literally 30, 40 minutes away. So,
Yeah.
never really felt like a trek to my
Sure.
family. It was almost like, let's just run over to Galveston real quick.
Yeah.
Let's go have lunch. Okay.
So you'd spend some time, come down to the island, relax on the
Of
weekends or whatever,
course.
right?
Yeah. Have a little beach day. I went to school at UH Clear Lake. So, I'm from the area. So, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I saw that, ABC 13, they started doing this, HTX,
Plus,
feature.
yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah,
And
they
were-
came out last week. It was when I was out, but my boss covered it, and really cool stuff. I think they came and did like a penguin encounter, and they did some fun stuff on property. So it was really fun.
We got 8 seconds. We're going to go on the FM right now and keep it going like it's going right now. So here we go. Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Kurt.
It's 10:07, and I can't believe the day is here. We've dreamt about this for how long, Kurt?
I don't know.
At least 20 years. No, it's literally been like a year and a half where we have wanted to have someone from Moody Gardens in, and even more importantly, give away tickets and be able to bless some of our listeners with a pair of tickets. So today's that day.
I think we have. had conversations in the past. As a matter of fact, I do remember calling Moody Gardens one time.
Well, yeah, they're like, hey, well, send this email, do this request, and all this other stuff. But we just, we're kind of, we're not lazy, but just it slips through. But Kevin, you're with Moody Gardens,
Yes.
and what's your role there?
So I'm a public relations coordinator in the marketing department at Moody Gardens. So I get to promote the property as well as, the golf course and the hotel and all that fun stuff. And really just invite people to come enjoy their stay at Moody Gardens.
That seems like it would be an awesome job, but very busy.
It's both of those things, yes. Very awesome. Get to do some fun things like hang out with penguins and seals, sake monkeys. But the other part of that is we're constantly very busy, and it's always you finish one thing and what's next? So, like right now we're working on activities for Christmas in July. So
wow,
really fun stuff there.
So we were just talking about that because he's been during the holiday season.
Yeah.
So there's the lights and all of those features.
Ice,
The ice skating is the best part about that.
So when you say Christmas in July, are y'all bringing some of those features into the middle of summer?
Maybe.
Ooh, okay.
We will kick off with revealing our theme for Iceland with the ice sculptures and everything. So
I've been to that too.
yeah, and all month long, we're kind of just inviting people while they're on their summer vacation to invite them to come back for the holidays because we really do it up big.
Yeah.
For the holiday season, so we're very excited.
You mentioned it's nonstop. You get through one attraction, there's already the next one. Is it Moody Gardens open year round?
365. Yep, we are open Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, all year round.
Wow.
Yeah.
So my sister bought me a year pass for Christmas. Not this past one, but the year before, and it was awesome. And then I was excited because, like, when Christmas came this past year, I was like, "I'm getting my gift again. I'm getting my." I opened it up. There was no year pass. There was no year pass. But she did get my son one, which is awesome. So he goes all the time. He was just there like last week.
Awesome.
And he's having a blast. The aquarium.
Yes.
Can you talk about some of the features? Kurt was asking. He's never been to the aquarium.
Oh, Kurt, you got to come for the aquarium. So
I would love the aquarium.
Yes.
I'm taking the ticket.
Talk to me after this. I can see about getting you some tickets.
Oh, there we go.
Aquarium this summer, all summer long, we're celebrating 20 years of the aquarium. It's just had its 20-year anniversary. So very exciting stuff there. And 2 years ago, actually had a $37 million renovation. So we did a little bit more than just change the carpet and change the light bulbs. But, as part of that renovation, we updated it. We brought in some new touch tanks. So now you can actually touch a jellyfish and touch a stingray and really fun stuff there. And there's also a new exhibit featuring warm climate penguins. They're called Humboldt penguins.
So how warm are those penguins? Because we were talking about that. If we bring a penguin in here, it's probably too hot.
Well, these Humboldt penguins, they are from off the coast of Peru. So they like the Texas heat.
Wow.
Well, within reason. I barely like the Texas heat, but they actually their exhibit has a skylight in it, so that you'll see them sunning, and then they have some water in there, so they'll jump in and come back out, and that's how they cool off.
Cool.
So really cool stuff there, and we've actually taken them on some radio and TV. So maybe in the future we can get you guys.
That would be amazing.
penguin.
I fed a penguin one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got kicked down afterwards.
Oh,
it wasn't
you gotta
pretty.
be careful. Yeah, I did a radio interview once. It was probably earlier this year, and we were doing a radio interview just like this, and I was standing, and the penguin just came and sat on my foot. So I was like, okay, I'm stuck, guys. I'm stuck.
Can't just rip my foot out for this penguin.
Yeah, but they're a lot of fun, and the aquarium, it's an awesome place. It's very engaging, and really the property as a whole, you're learning something, but you're also having a blast while you're doing it. So
Okay.
If you're talking summertime, you want to keep the kids engaged, we sneak the learning in.
Yes.
A lot of fun.
I have a very important question, Kevin.
Okay.
Very important. Have you ever been on a radio station just like this, though? The best radio station in the world.
In Galveston County, at least?
Y'all are the best. Not in Galveston County, believe it or not. This is my first time.
Really?
Yeah, I literally went, clocked in, did a few things on my desk, and then was like, okay, I'm heading to my radio interview.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, what? Radio in Galveston County?
You can't go to Amarillo. That's not clear today. You can't go to Houston. You don't have to. Because right here, KHEA Radio in Lamar.
Yes.
But
we're
have you ever?
broadcasting.
I just want to know because I haven't been on any other radio stations besides KHEA. Do they live stream on Facebook like we do? Do they have
Some-
GoPros like this?
Some do, but not like this setup. This is pretty impressive, I have to say. So
I just wanted that.
He just
Yeah.
likes to hear that because we've researched and looked and watched, and some of them will do like post production after, and it looks great, and I love it. But we love what we're doing here as well. Right here in Galveston County, and we're proud to be. I grew up in Lamarck, like literally 5 minutes down the street, and to be able to do this is really fun.
Kevin, are you from the area?
I am. I'm from Southeast Houston. So,
did you go to Moody Gardens as a kid, or how did you decide, like, hey, I want to work for Moody Gardens?
well, I went a few times as a kid. I went. Me and my wife went and did like a whole day there before we got married. We did like a date day at Moody Gardens, which was really fun. And then position opened up about a year ago, and I was like, this seems like a perfect fit.
Yeah.
I'm tired of driving to work in the Galleria area, and I really would like to do something closer to home. So
Were you doing PR over in that area?
Yeah, I did some PR. I've kind of worked in downtown. I've worked in Galleria area. I've worked in like West Chase area. So I've covered all that side of town. Never had a job on this side of town, which was in my field. So really nice that Moody Gardens kind of gives me that opportunity.
Okay, cool.
To do that, yeah.
That's awesome. So that HTX Plus, they came and featured, Moody Gardens the other day. I think it's really cool how they're touching on those little positive stories like that.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know we have an awesome staff of biologists that work behind the scenes, and that's a big part of our mission is, conservation, education, rehabilitation. So a really awesome team of biologists behind the scenes that maybe you don't always get to see when you come, and great people doing very exciting work, a lot of work out in the field. We have our dive safety officer. He's constantly going all over the place, all over the country, outside of the country, and doing just really awesome work. And very proud to work for an organization that is a nonprofit, but also, every ticket sale that Moody Gardens, when you're coming, whether you're going to Palm Beach, checking out the rainforest, checking out the aquarium, it's going back into conservation efforts. Mm-hmm. So it's really awesome to work for an organization like that.
Awesome. We touched a little bit on the aquarium, and I want to talk more about the other animals that you can go check out, because we talked about stingrays, jellyfish, and the different kinds of penguins that are there and ones that are coming soon. What else can be seen in the aquarium?
Yeah, the aquarium. So we also have a Caribbean tunnel, and that's kind of a landmark staple of the aquarium, because you walk through and it's just an immersive experience. You walk in and you're just surrounded by fish, exotic fish, some sharks, some stingrays. Really fun stuff in there. And then, of course, can't forget our rainforest pyramid. It's humid in there, much like it feels outside.
Yeah.
But, again, it's just immersed. You've got exotic plant life all around you. You've got free-roaming animals. There's some sake monkeys, some sloths running around.
What's a sake monkey?
Sake monkey, it's like a small little monkey, like this guy right here.
Sounds like something delicious. I mean,
wow.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Like
Reminds
sake
me of
monkeys.
No, they
sounds
hang
like
out.
food.
Yeah, they hang out, and they're actually there with naturalists. So as they're coming through, the naturalists will kind of guide you and tell you what you're seeing and kind of what they do.
Oh, they do not look good. So no, just the name. It sounds like a food item.
Well, it reminds me of a sock monkey.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. And then also in there we've got like free-flighted birds and really fun stuff, and you can see some macaws in there. We also have like a nocturnal gallery, so you can see some bats and stuff like that. So. Oh, rainforest is really fun.
So there's a little bit of everything.
Does snakes come out?
So
like anacondas?
We have some snakes there on exhibit. So, and we also have a Komodo dragon also on exhibit. So, they're behind glass. And
That's like a big reptile, right?
Yeah.
Komodo dragon.
Yeah.
I almost called it a lizard, but I don't want to be.
The anaconda. I'm walking around, and all of a sudden the anaconda, and you're like, oh, this is awesome. It's like squishing my body.
Yeah.
No?
No, well, not quite. It's a little smaller. The one we have.
Could we have one do that to me?
I could see if we can bring we have a python that we tour. Maybe we can bring it.
Hey,
we have Monty Python.
Whenever you get all of those animals in one area, I'm thinking even the rainforest, like, is there any need for concern about safety with people? Like, it's an animal still, right?
Yeah, animals still, but, we have biologists constantly walking around. We have naturalists, so everyone is, well protected. And a lot of times the sloths will kind of hide out to an area and kind of stay hidden, and they'll kind of come out occasionally, but everyone's safe. Everyone's protected.
Wait, you specifically mentioned the sloths when it comes to safety. Are they like the rascals of the group or something?
They're not the rascals, but they'll hide out in the morning, then they'll kind of roam around, and then when folks get there, they'll kind of stay separate and go to a corner. And
you really got to be careful about the sloths and their jokes, because it can take a long time. So if you're in a hurry, man, you gotta wait for those jokes.
True. Hey,
have you ever seen that movie?
Zootopia.
Yes.
Speaking of movies, I think that there's some screens there at Moody Gardens, is there?
Yeah, so we have the largest screen in Texas in our 3D theater.
How big is it?
Oh, it's huge. It's massive. I don't even know. It's got all the bells and whistles. It's like 4K, all the laser projection and all that good stuff. surround sound, very immersive experience. And we actually have a new film on Australia. It's Australia's Great Wild North. Really fun stuff. 3D, so it's like eye popping. I just watched it a few weeks ago. There's like a scene where a little toad jumps out at the screen, and it's like on the screen.
Watch out.
And,
Yeah.
So really fun stuff.
You know, in the past, whenever I've gone to IMAX films before, like I'm thinking of like Snow. Like I might have seen that as a kid. I'm pulling that from somewhere. But I'm just like, there's so much going on. I need to sit on the back row. It's just like almost like overwhelming. But it was a cool feeling.
Yeah, that 3D theater is really awesome. And on the flip side of that, we have the 4D theater. So that engages all of your senses.
Wait,
That's
what is
when
the
they
difference?
run like air through your legs
Oh,
and make it
there's,
seem like spiders.
Misters. If at Christmas time there's like snow in the theater. Right now we've got Shark 4D. So
That sounds scary.
So like a shark comes down and eats you, kind of thing.
I jumped out of my seat because there's a scene where it's like attacking its prey, and like there's like a little prick in your back in the seat.
yeah.
I jumped out. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Wow. Was there? I know my son went to one, and I don't think he liked it because he was like 4 at the time, and it was just like, "Whoa, what was that? What was that?" But I can't remember what it was he saw. But speaking of kids, I know that there was some stuff with Ninja Turtles and SpongeBob.
Yes.
Pretty recently. What was that?
So we had an exhibit with the Ninja Turtles in our Discovery Museum. So that was a lot of fun. It was a little 80s throwback, and there was a lot of fun different mazes featuring the Ninja Turtles, and there's like a personality quiz where you could find out which Ninja Turtle you were. We just switched it, so we're still working with Nickelodeon. Now it's Dora and Diego. Let's Explore. So that's what's in the Discovery Museum currently, and it's more geared toward like the preschool age, but it's still a lot of fun for the kiddos. And there's like different like role playing. You can dress up, be a pirate or be an astronaut, and there's a really cool section where you can scan your stuffed animal, and the stuffed animal actually has like a RFID chip in it.
Yeah.
So it scans in. It says like, oh, you know, koala. Here's how you diagnose it, and the kids can kind of work with it, and you know, checks temperature and everything like that. It's really neat.
Mentioning Dora, they're coming out with a live action movie.
Yeah.
Have you seen the preview for that?
No.
Well, you know what?
I don't have kids. See, this is the thing. These things are great if you have kids. I don't have kids. I can't go and be like, hey, tell me my Ninja Turtle character.
You didn't watch Ninja Turtles as a kid?
I did, but I'm not going.
You probably didn't watch
I'm not
Ninja
going out in
Turtles.
public and saying like, "Hey, like."
And it shows. I want to know. I already know which Ninja Turtle I am.
I'm
obviously.
Donatello.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Michelangelo.
You can be like Krang, like the bad guy. You can be Krang.
Isn't he the old?
The brain. He's like, you know, he was the pink dude. Looks like a brain, like bubblegum.
Yeah.
That's you.
Like chewed up bubblegum.
That's you. But you know, you were just smiles, big smiles. Hey, my mom commented on the Facebook stream where she has season passes and she loves to take my son.
Oh, nice.
And she said Ninja Turtles, Dora the Explorer, ropes course, rainforest, aquarium, ice sculptures, paddle boat, Palm Beach. We love it all. You know, Mom, I don't think they're hiring for PR. You know,
She's gonna put me out of a job, man.
You know, the funny thing is, I was just thinking of like all of the shots for a video for Moody Gardens. Like that's the script. She just wrote it for us.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do y'all have a bunch of video that comes out of Moody Gardens, right?
Yeah, you know, we have videos and we have a multimedia coordinator, but we always appreciate any additional coverage we can get. And
Are you familiar with Joe Perez and Texas Chronicles? History, Mystery, and Adventure?
I am. I've never actually met him, but a huge fan.
Yeah, Joe's cool. Did he take his son there, or was it to somewhere else?
It was a couple of years ago, I think. It was before my time. I think is when the renovation for the aquarium just happened, and
yeah,
I think he went in there with his son. So I saw that video. It was
Eli.
really cool.
So Joe's going to be on our show on Friday, and we're pretty good. He's awesome. He puts out amazing content all over our area in Texas and everywhere.
Yeah.
So man, it may be time for him to come back. Or we'd love to come do something as well. Just
Absolutely. Let me know. Yeah, let me know. We can set that up. And
cool.
I would have a hard time at Moody Gardens because I would just want to enjoy it and not actually film anything.
Galveston's that way in general.
It's hard.
It's hard.
yeah.
There's a lot going on. You know, there's obviously Moody Gardens, and that's a huge part of the island. You know, whenever you're there, like, what are some other things that people can, like, even if they're on vacation, like, obviously Moody Gardens, what else can they partake in?
You know, we have awesome, there's great lodging. If you're going out for a cruise, you can hit the cruise terminals. The Strand is really awesome. You know, you can check out that. Great fine dining. And there's a bunch of different activities and things on the Strand as well. And definitely Galveston in general. It's just, everywhere you turn, there's something to do.
Yeah.
There's also the historic homes.
Mm-hmm.
I've never personally done the tour myself, but I've always wanted to do a ghost tour.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really fun.
I've done one of those.
Yeah.
It was fun. It's not really like you're going out to find a ghost. At least when I look at it, like when I did it, it wasn't what it wasn't what I expected.
Yeah.
But it was really cool because it was very informative about the history of the island and what took place at the island. So it wasn't like, hey, you're going out and looking for ghosts. Like, you're not gonna have the paranormal.
I think that's a branding.
Yeah.
It's a branding way just to show the history of the island.
Yeah, it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. Like, there was one on the Strand that I took, and then there was one near like Moody Garden Mansion. Not the Moody Garden Mansion, but the Moody Mansion.
Moody Mansion. Yeah.
So talk about, like, Moody Gardens is based off of, the Moody family, who have been a big part of Galveston.
Yeah.
Do you know a little bit about that
Yeah,
history?
they have a rich history there on the island. I know their son had a head injury, and they had looked into hippotherapy, horse therapy. So they had started doing that, which is now on Moody Gardens property, the Learning Place, which is our education department, where they're housed. And it kind of just grew from there, and that was like mid-'80s. So it's really then kind of came along the aquarium, the rainforest, then aquarium, then Palm Beach, and then now it's kind of grown to this massive, huge property, and we even have a golf course right next door. So
That's
and
cool.
the hotel and the convention center. So
Yeah.
there's so much to do, and we get a lot of corporate groups, we get a lot of church groups, we get a lot of field trips that go through. So definitely, really an iconic piece of Galveston. Really, you see those pyramids as you're coming in on the causeway. And even when I'm going on trips in Amarillo or, wherever we might be, people will be like, oh, we know the pyramids. We always see those when we come in. And a lot of times people are like, we know that's Moody Gardens. But then you'll get the occasional person like, I have no idea what those pyramids are.
Yeah. And if that wasn't enough, all the attractions y'all have already, Ronaldo, my friend, pointed out on the stream, said the beach. The beach is right there.
Palm Beach. We have our own private beach.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to go, if you want something a little bit more contained than the actual Galveston Beach, we have Palm Beach. It's got pure white sand that we've shipped in from a barge from Palm Beach, Florida.
Wow.
So it's pure white sand that you're going to see there. Lazy river, wave pool, water slides, really fun stuff. And we have on select weekends throughout the summer, Bands on the Sand. It's a concert series. And after the show, we end the night with fireworks over the water. So definitely a great time.
Wow. That is a lot going on. I know that there's a Schlitterbahn in Galveston too, and they're pretty new, right?
Yeah, they're actually right across from us, right across from the hotel. Yeah.
Is there some friendly competition there, or y'all just like, hey, if Galveston succeeds, we all succeed? It just gives more traction.
We're all friends, and I think there's room for everyone. And someone asked me last week, like, how do y'all do it with like the Disneys and all that? And I was like, well, everyone. I mean, there's a little bit of something for everyone. I think there's room for everyone, and you kind of tailor your experience. And Galveston, on the Gulf Coast, you kind of want that beach experience. So Moody Gardens, I think, is the perfect tie into that, and just Galveston in general. It's just beautiful weather this time of year, and you're on island time when you're on Galveston, right? So you're not looking at your watch. You're on vacation. So.
Yeah.
I look at my watch all the time when I'm in here because I just want to get to the beach.
There you go.
What's going on with island time? Is it sometimes difficult to find people? Not find people. Okay, so I was in Hawaii. I'll share a story. I was in Hawaii last year. It was awesome. I had never been before, and I was talking to one of the people who worked at a place, and I was like, "Hey, what time do I open?" They're like, 7:30, 8. And I was like, "Y'all open at 7:38?" Like, okay, I'll be here. I'm trying to be the first in line.
Yeah.
They're like, "No, we open at 7:38," and I'm just like, "What time?" So it was that island time experience, and so I was wondering, is it hard to find good employees whenever you are? People have been BOI. It's a culture at times.
Yeah.
Is it sometimes hard to find people that are like, hey, well, I need you here at 8 o'clock or whatever time?
I think we've got really awesome employees because they live on the island, so we don't have they're ready to come to work. Like, oh, I live 2 blocks away. Like, a lot of people ride their bikes to work. Like, that's the kind of work culture we have. I obviously commute in, but again, it's like 30, 35 minutes for me to commute in, and so I look forward to that. But yeah, great employees, and we have a lot of seasonal hires with the summer season because Palm Beach is a seasonal attraction. So we'll hire in some part-time help, like extra lifeguards, things like that, which we are currently hiring lifeguards if anyone's interested. If you know anyone,
Why are you looking at me? I would get burnt.
I brought you
So bad.
I brought you sunscreen.
Yeah, we got sunscreen right here. Kurt, quiet.
You're good, Kurt.
I was a lifeguard whenever I was like 15 or 16 in high school. It was the best job.
Nice.
Easy.
It wasn't
just sit
easy,
there.
Kurt. I was saving people's lives. It's
You're
an
like-
important job.
What was her name? Peppercorn?
Yeah,
In
I'm
San
Wendy
Juan?
Peppercorn in
Yeah.
San Juan.
Sitting
That's
there.
me, exactly.
You're sitting there just putting on the sunscreen.
With this, Moody Garden sunscreen.
That's what was in the movie. I saw it. The logo.
Yeah, no, you have to take your job seriously, whenever you are, because you never know what's going to happen. But it
I
is
don't know
a good
if
job.
I would
It's
want to
fun.
get rescued by you though. Of all the people, if I'm dying, if I need CPR right here, please don't. Please don't give me CPR.
Fair enough. Okay, I'm going to make sure that whenever you're drowning or something, I'll just, I'll call someone else, one of the next lifeguards. So if you're struggling, I won't help you.
Good.
But I feel like, safety is important whenever it comes to water. Safety is important in the whole place.
Absolutely.
So what kind of we kind of touched on the rainforest. Is there anything else where y'all would be like concerned about safety, or is everything else pretty much just a lot of fun?
Everything's pretty much a lot of fun. We also have the Pink Pyramid, which is the Discovery Pyramid, and that one, the bottom houses our SpongeBob SubPants adventure. So that is an audience recognition theater. So not only it's a 3D film, but the characters on the screen are also interacting with the audience.
Okay.
So it's a lot of fun, and your captain is Patrick Starr. So really cool stuff. And again, it's also got that 4D feel to it where, splashes, bubbles, beach balls might come flying out. So
Yeah.
that's a lot of fun.
Okay, here's another comment. It said that Angie said Layla Butler interned to summer at Moody Gardens a few years ago. That's an option?
Yeah, we have huge intern programs. You can intern and actually work with our biologist in the aquarium or the rainforest, and also a huge volunteer program. We do a lot of volunteer initiatives. So whether it's assisting with different events we have, or just we also have dive volunteers. If you're interested in diving, or we do beach cleanups, things like that.
Yeah.
So huge education is a huge cornerstone for us, and definitely volunteering and internships. We have some coveted internship positions, so definitely
Very cool.
Great opportunities there as well.
You were mentioning the dive program.
Yeah.
I told Kurt, whenever you walk into the aquarium, one of the cool things is there's like a pillar, a column, but it's filled with water and it's big and it goes a couple stories. And sometimes, every time I've been, there's a diver in there and it's kind of like, is this real?
It's real. It is.
Yeah.
That's our golf rig. Yeah. So it's kind of showing the balance between technology and nature. Mm-hmm. And it's a really cool focal point when you're walking into the aquarium. And yeah, we have divers that do diver chats, and we also have, as part of that renovation I was talking about earlier, there's also a dive comm system, so you can actually talk to the diver in real time while he's in the water. It's really cool.
Okay.
It's really neat stuff. Yeah.
And then there's all kinds of fish that are just going up and down,
Yep,
up
yep.
and down, just swimming everywhere.
Yeah, it's really cool and very immersive. We also have a sea turtle, Chloe, that hangs out in the aquarium. So really fun stuff.
Kevin, I have to ask about that badge. Does
Okay.
that badge get you anywhere inside of Moody Gardens?
It is a golden ticket. Yes.
Man, we need one
Yeah.
of those.
Gardy, will you hold him down? And I'll get the badge, and we'll be good, right? Then we can get around.
I think
Yeah.
so.
I can pull that look off. Kinda looks like
Maybe.
Kevin's like grabbing on
Yeah.
your back.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
leave me alone.
Right now,
This is my golden ticket for sure.
So
Man, we need one.
We have you ever been to Bay Area Raceway before?
I have. It's been years, but yeah.
So they're putting up a golden ticket on the line
against us.
against us.
Whoa.
So if we beat them in this challenge, then we get that golden ticket where we can
Nice.
play games and go karting and laser tag anytime we want.
Unlimited.
Unlimited.
Oh.
If we win, if KHEA Radio walks away the winners, which is possible, I'm gonna wreck the Tabitha in the car. So what do we need to do to get the golden ticket of
On the
Moody Garden?
line.
Oh man. Well, you can either be an employee or you can buy Moody Gardens membership. And that gets you into, that's basically your golden ticket. You don't even have to work there.
Wow.
You just pay a fee and you get to come whenever you want.
Can you get like a lifetime? Like, if you buy now?
I don't know if there's a lifetime one. I know it's just like a 1 year, so you got to renew it. But I will talk to my general manager about seeing if there's like a lifetime. What would that shake down to? So
That'd be cool. Do y'all ever have like a media day?
Yeah, we do media events all the time.
We missed it last week.
Yeah, we missed you guys last week. I know y'all were doing the show, but maybe for the next one, we're doing a media event for kicking off Christmas in July. So maybe.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Maybe.
We saw one of our friends was there, and he was like doing a Facebook Live, and he was like, "Hey, why aren't you guys here?" It's like, we didn't know. We need to know. I wish we would have known.
Oh, was that Pierre?
Yeah.
Nice.
He never works.
Yeah, he does. That's work.
He's
He knows-
out there out messing around.
having a blast. It looked awesome. He was like sipping a drink, like in a tank top, and like on a water slide. We're like, "How are you gonna take your phone down a water slide?" I'm watching. I'm glued. This looks like a lot of fun.
Nice.
So Moody Gardens is Schlitterbahn a part of that, or how does that work?
It's not a part of it. They're just located on so people could stay at our hotel, and Schlitterbahn's literally right across the street.
Yeah.
So it's like an easy.
Can you talk about how important that's got to be really kind of cool? People can come to Moody Gardens and then also go to Schlitterbahn at the same time.
Yeah, we've got the Moody Gardens Hotel right on property, so they can, of course, check out the attractions at Moody Gardens, but also, go hang out at Schlitterbahn or Pleasure Pier or, other attractions on Galveston. That's the great thing about the Moody Gardens Hotel is we're kind of there for everyone,
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you're not necessarily staying and checking out the attractions at Moody Gardens. You're still staying, hanging out with us, taking advantage of the great amenities at the hotel,
Yeah.
but then still checking out Galveston as a whole, which is really nice.
So I wonder if Schlitterbahn feels the same way. And we actually have someone on the phone from Schlitterbahn, and we're going to bring him in. I'm just kidding. No, we don't. But that'd be fun if we did.
I was like, I know their PR guy. Yeah.
Okay. But that'd be fun if they were just like, well, no, actually, we don't like them. They're number one. We're tired of having to use their hotel. We want to build our own. Making people drive.
Some animosity.
Yeah.
I could see that. If there was a competing radio station right across from us, oh my gosh, I would lose it. I would throw the table.
Lose it.
Every day.
Table flip.
Yeah. We need more people like Kevin. Maybe Curt, if you were more like Kevin, just
Are
welcoming.
you trying to steal my job now, Kevin?
I don't know. Looks, it's pretty fun over here. I don't know.
This is a good time. This is a great time.
Right now it's 10:34. This is KHEAradio.com, 99.5 FM. It's Kickstart. We're going to be on till 11. We're talking to Kevin. He is with Moody Gardens, traveling all over the world, promoting all of the cool things that are happening in Galveston, Texas. And that's exciting because we just happen to be in Galveston County. It's right down the street. And some people just don't realize all of the awesome stuff that happens, within a drive, not even minutes away.
Absolutely. There's so much to do in Galveston. And a lot of times people just come into Houston and Galveston kind of gets glossed over. So it's like, you got to come down 45, man. You got to come check it out. And, got to hit the beach. A lot of people are landlocked in Texas.
Yes.
And you don't necessarily have to hop a plane and go, I don't know, somewhere across the world. There's so much to do in Texas. And in Galveston, there's so much to do. And there's a lot of hidden gems out there. So
with all of the stuff that is happening in Galveston, and especially Moody Gardens, what is your favorite? Do you have one?
Ooh, I don't know. A favorite. That aquarium's pretty awesome. It's unique for the Gulf Coast. And there's a lot of aquariums in Texas, but this one is truly special. It's really diverse. And, you don't get to see penguins like that every day. Like sometimes I just take a lunch break and I'll go hang out with penguins.
Yeah. Is there another place to see even an aquarium? I'm trying to think in Galveston or in our area. Where's the next closest aquarium? Houston somewhere?
KHEA, right? Kind of?
Kind of.
The aquarium restaurant.
Yeah. Kind of. I think the next one would be like probably SeaWorld San Antonio would probably be the other closest, like
that caliber.
of that caliber.
Sure.
Yeah. They have like the penguins and they have stuff like that. But
amazing.
yeah.
Do you guys do research on other like facilities similar to yours, like zoos and stuff like that?
Like, are we involved with just working with other zoos? And
Well, no, like just doing research on, hey, this is what's working at other zoos. Because I remember like 4 or 5 years ago, like attractions like these and zoos were kind of dying out in a way. So have you looked at other places and been like, hey, we need to do this differently so that we keep people coming back every day?
Moody Gardens is actually a member of the AZA, the Association of Zoos and Aquariums. So, we'll have annual meetings and all the zoos and aquariums from around the globe or around the U.S. will get together and, just have it's a huge conference and there's different breakouts and just kind of what's working at your facility, what's working with us and kind of comparing notes. And great to have that camaraderie because, like we said, there's room for everyone, and all across the country. So, yeah, definitely bouncing off ideas and just kind of room for improvement, what's working, what's not working, and some great stuff there, of course.
So there's a lot of comments, and I see the emojis of the sun that we ask people to share. This is a reminder. You have the opportunity to win a pair of tickets to either one of two exhibits. Kurt, what are those?
The aquarium and the rainforest.
So we're going to have 4 winners. All you have to do is make sure you like this video if you're watching on Facebook. If you're listening on 99.5 FM, head over to the Facebook page. Watch the live video. It's streaming right now. Like the video. Comment a sun emoji, and then just share it out on your page, and you're good to go. You'll be entered, and I think we're planning on picking the winner tomorrow, as long as we remember. Sometimes people call us out. Hey, you forgot. It's like, oh, we literally forgot. But no, we're going to be announcing that winner so you can make your plans for summer and might as well check them out anyways. Like, how can people find out information about Moody Gardens on the internet or even stopping in?
Yeah, moodygardens.org. That is your best source. You can get all info on all the attractions, schedule of calendar of events, things like that. You can purchase your tickets online so you don't have to wait in the ticketing line. And then from there, you can link over to the hotel and the golf course, make your reservations, book your tee time, all that good stuff.
Yeah. I see some people commenting as well saying like, hey, I need to take my grandkids. They would love it. Someone else said, hey, my 5 and 3-year-old have never been. I haven't gone since high school. If somebody hasn't been in, 15, 10 years, what can they expect different from that old Moody Gardens, and what's there now? Yeah,
there's definitely a new experience every time. Like we said, that aquarium just had some awesome renovations about 2 years ago.
You say $37 million?
$37 million in renovation. Yeah.
Wow.
So we did quite a bit, and very exciting to be able to share that with the public. And that exhibit in the Discovery is always rotating, the Discovery Museum. So right now it's Dora and Diego. It'll flip again probably at the end of summer into something else brand new, another exhibit. So
do y'all already know what it is, and it's kind of like on the hush, or y'all still brainstorming? Can we give you ideas?
I think it's still in some production stages.
Okay, cool.
So what is your idea? I want to hear yours.
Yeah, you got something?
Yeah, I was thinking.
Okay.
I really like the idea of the Christmas in July.
Okay.
I want a full ice exhibit because it's hot in July.
Yeah.
I want people to go in and be like, oh my gosh, it's freezing in here, but I love it. Like straight up Christmas. Just Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay. The holiday
I can
season.
see that.
Snow cones.
Snow cones.
Snow cones involved with that. With the ice, you can make your own. Just like scoop it up and go.
That'd be great.
Like a make your own snow cone?
Yeah, out of the sculptures.
Oh, okay.
Shivel it off.
There's gonna be Olaf. Olaf will be there. Like all of the famous snowmans. Frosty.
Yeah, really cool. I like that.
You guys, we've actually talked to Mary
Bassett. Mary Beth Bassett.
Yeah,
Mary Beth. Yeah, she's a friend. Yes, love
Mary Beth Bassett's been on our show before.
Really
cool.
cool.
She's talked about the ice sculptures and kind of the process. You guys they've already started building them, right?
So we started storing the ice probably end of January. It's in a facility in College Station. I get so excited to talk about the holidays because they do it up so big at Moody Gardens. So we are storing the ice currently in College Station in a facility. And if you were to see that facility right now, just the Moody Gardens ice, it is stacked up. Ice blocks to the ceiling.
Where do y'all get the ice?
They make it there in College Station.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. And they will do some reverse osmosis, so we get like a nice clear cube. Mm-hmm. But then they will also put in some paint coloring in it and some tempera paint and dye it. So we get those vibrant colors that people will see when they kind of go through Iceland when we open. So really exciting.
Where do you find the artists that are capable to do these sculptures?
So they are from Harbin, China.
Wow.
We have about 25 carvers, and they will come in near the end of August, and we'll start bringing in truckloads at a time of ice, and they will go to work with some chainsaws, some ice picks, and they are really the best of the best at what they do, and it's really fun to see them work.
You had to search all over the world. Y'all found the team that is able to do this.
Literally searched all over the world.
Man.
Yeah, but they're awesome, and that same day that when they come in, or just before that's when we have the tent set up in our parking lot outside the hotel to the side, and that is go cold day. We go to 9 degrees in that tent.
9
degrees.
What do they have to wear? I mean, they're layered up in there.
Oh, yeah.
Or are they used to it?
You got to get the coat.
Yeah.
Like you can get the coat for free.
So
you don't have to pay for it.
When you visit, for Iceland, we have parkas that you can kind of just use and bundle up. But I still recommend bring your scarf, gloves, all that good stuff.
Do people be like, I'm good, I'll be okay, like walking through, or is it like, no, you are required, or you're signing this paper, you have to wear the jacket?
So you're not necessarily required. I did see some people go because it is Galveston, right? So you're going through with your shorts and your sandals.
Yeah.
And they were rushing through after that point because they were so cold.
Going down the slide in a shorts would be, at least I went, there was a slide that you could go down.
Yeah, I love
that
the
year.
slide. We have the ice slide every year. It'll be back this year, and it is so much fun to go down that ice slide. But I wouldn't go down in shorts.
No way.
No.
No way.
I wouldn't either. It seems like you would just get wet.
The best part about, I think for me, the best part about, the ice sculptures is cool to see, but I love the video that plays at the beginning that talks about, the process of how they got from College Station to here. Can you imagine, like they sculpt it there, right? Like they don't sculpt it at Moody Gardens, do they?
They do it at Moody Gardens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They move the blocks of ice.
The blocks will come in from College Station. Yeah.
Can you imagine like a truck with these blocks of ice just driving down the interstate?
I can, and it would be pretty interesting. A very cold truck. Why College Station? Are they one of the ones who can? They have a facility to be able to.
Yeah,
make those?
I think it's been. I think we're going into our 6th year that we've done Iceland, and we've just kind of worked with them.
Yeah,
and we kind of have it down to a science with a truck schedule for unloading and holding the ice and all that good stuff. So we have it down to a science now.
So I have a question. I mean, if I started an ice business, and can I get that contract? Because I'm way closer.
Man.
I'll start it right here in Lamarck. I'm gonna have my ice facility, and I'll transport and everything.
We'll be in touch. We'll talk. We'll talk.
Oh yeah.
Gardy just got excited.
Okay, it's 10:44. This is KHEA. It's Kickstart. We want to remind everybody that compliments of Moody Garden and Kevin coming in. We're giving away some tickets that you have the opportunity to go and maybe take your family, take your husband, take your kid, and you can go check out Moody Gardens. Kurt, you've been holding on to those tickets pretty tightly.
I know, he really has.
Sticking them in this bucket. No, we'll make sure that we get the winners announced tomorrow. Hey, Kevin, I have to ask about this really fast. Because I'm the guy who schedules. I'm the guy who watches and makes sure that everything is good to go, right?
Yeah.
And this, I'm going to have to read all of this. This is a book. I don't think I've read this much in my life.
So anytime I go to visit anyone, be it radio, TV, I always bring a folder with kind of what's happening at Moody Gardens right now, just so you guys are in the know on what's going on,
Thank you.
So I'm not giving you homework, Kurt. It's just
I feel like this. You're an English teacher.
He can't even do work while he's at work. So I can't even imagine him trying to attempt homework. That's not possible.
Yeah. No way am I doing homework. I'm not reading this at home. Like this is on company time.
Yeah, my syllabus is in there, by the way. So.
When's the first paper due?
There the Cliff Notes, Spark Notes.
Yeah.
By the way, I had forgotten about the hashtags at the bottom when writing a press release.
Oh, yeah.
Because I studied broadcasting. That was one of the things. You put hashtags at the bottom when it's over. Otherwise, you put the word more. So then people know, like, I need to keep reading.
It's very important.
So you talked about being from, Southeast Houston, being from this area. You went to U of H Clear Lake. What did you study?
I studied communications, and it was a very broad program, which was awesome because I did a little bit of, PR writing, graphic design, media production. I wrote on the college newspaper. So definitely it was well-rounded. I didn't have to just pick like one area to focus on, not just focus on writing. I got to focus on a little bit of everything.
Yeah, so it's a communications degree?
Communications degree.
Okay. Yeah. And isn't U of H Clear Lake, is it a master's program or is it a bachelor's program?
It was a bachelor's program when I was there. I graduated 2012. That's
okay.
Years. I think now they have a master's program. It's in digital media studies, so you can kind of continue on.
Maybe I'll send Kurt there so he can learn to do a press release. He can learn to do a press release, learn the appropriate way. Whenever you're communicating with the people that you do, it's important to have like an outline of people. They're used to getting information in a certain way, and this is really nice. This is cool. I like it.
Awesome,
Kurt,
because of the homework.
Yeah,
Kevin. food is also important. As you can see, we love tacos.
Ooh.
Which, by the way, if
Yes.
you're not a part of the Talk of Taco group on Facebook, you're missing out.
I think I am missing out. I need the
We
link.
need you in there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send you
I
the
need to
link.
get in on that.
I'll send you the link for
Okay.
the Talk of Taco group. It's literally just pictures of taco. And we're actually
Okay.
planning a taco cook-off October 12th. Details will be coming out. We have a meeting tomorrow. Finally with the United Way and finalizing everything, make sure ready to go. So we'll have an announcement early next week with all of the details, but mark October 12th. Talk about the food at Moody Gardens, because I feel like the food's got to be good there too, right?
Oh my gosh, there's really amazing food. So depending on what your budget is, right? So at the hotel we have fine dining and casual dining. So on the 9th floor of the hotel we have Shern's Fine Dining, and it is top notch. And we just started serving weekend brunch, so that's really good. And you're on the 9th floor of the hotel, so great views of Moody Gardens property, great views of the water, the pyramids. We also have Cafe in the Park, and that is on the first floor of the hotel. Again, casual dining, but delicious food. I think there's a regular menu, and then I think right now they're doing like a buffet spread, which is really nice. And then we have Garden Restaurant inside the Visitor Center at Moody Gardens. That is, again, a regular menu, but a buffet. I just ate the buffet over the weekend. Oh, it's so good. It's really good.
We love buffets. I don't know if you can tell. We love buffets.
We went on the cruise to shoot that video for our cruise giveaway.
Yeah.
And it was buffet style.
Well, they
and
let
I
us
was
eat.
like-
Yeah,
I
we-
was like,
We got on the boat or the cruise ship to film, and then they allowed us to eat on the buffet, and then they were like, these guys got to go. Like, they didn't pay to get on here. They're just eating all the ice cream, but, buffets are our style. So I'm glad you'll have one at Moody Gardens.
Yeah, and of course we've got all your classics, ices and popcorn and nachos, hot dogs, corn dogs. We have Cheetos popcorn right now. That's really good.
nice.
Yeah, Dippin' Dots. So definitely some great snacks there.
Man, I remember when Dippin' Dots first came out, and they branded it as the ice cream of the future.
Yeah.
It was so
Yeah.
good. It's still stinking good, but I want. Do they still brand it as the ice cream of the future? It's like, are we here? Is it the future now?
I think we're in the future. Yeah.
It's just the ice cream of now.
Yes. Yeah. I think you should tell them to rebrand. It's like, now.
It's the ice cream now. So we have about 10 minutes
Dippin'
left.
Dots.
And we have Kevin, who is with the PR department at Moody Gardens. We're seeing a lot of comments just pour in. People are wondering what time we're going to announce it. We're going to announce it here on air. Our plan is during our morning show tomorrow. So every weekday morning, 8:30 to 11, right here in the KHEA radio studio in Lamar, Texas, we broadcast live our morning show, Kickstart. We talk about positivity, cool things going on in the community, nonprofit organizations, and local businesses.
Yeah, we love giving away things as well. So this is not unique to having Moody Gardens in. We do it all the time.
Well, I wish we had Moody Gardens in all the time. So you're welcome to come back anytime you want to, but we love to give stuff away.
The best part is we don't just broadcast out of our studio. Have you ever seen that? Have we told you that yet?
I don't think so.
No. So
been
we
a
actually
secret. Tell 'em, Kurt.
we actually take our studio, we put it in a backpack. Not everything in the studio comes,
Okay.
but we do. The lights, yeah. So we put it in a backpack, and we are actually able to go live from anywhere as long as we have an internet connection.
Awesome.
So if there's an internet connection at Moody Gardens, we could do our show in the middle of the rainforest or at the aquarium.
Nice.
Yeah, so we actually are going live on Friday for our entire morning show at Burger Nation NASA.
Okay.
So we're
yeah.
super excited. We've done stuff at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo during the cook-off. There's just been tons of places that we've gone all over the world with this gear to do it live.
Yeah, so we'd
Really
be
cool.
if y'all are open to that, we'd love to schedule something in the maybe summer in July or whatever.
Yeah, I will talk to our supervisors. I love that idea.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
I think that'd be cool.
We're open. So yeah, feel free to share this out if you're watching on Facebook. If you're listening on 99.5 FM and you have not had the opportunity to check out Moody Gardens, even in the past, month or so, I feel like they are changing everything so quickly. There's always a new exhibit, something new added. Go check it out. And what's that website one more time?
MoodyGardens.org.
Easy to remember.
Angie said y'all should totally do a show at Moody Gardens. So I feel like it's
Nice.
It's been said.
spoken. It's been spoken into
She has
existence.
spoken. Angie has spoken. Just for you, Angie, I'm going to make sure to talk to my supervisors. It'd be fun to get you guys out at like Palm Beach or something and like broadcast from there, you know?
That'd be fun.
Maybe in the sand, maybe?
You know connections at Palm Beach?
I have some connections. Yeah.
Can we wait till my 6 weeks challenge is over so I can be in shape? No. You ready, Kurt? Kurt, you would get sunburned.
Angie said rainforest would be too humid. I say broadcast with the penguins.
Oh, that'd be fun too.
The penguins in the cold.
Let's just do it all. I don't know. I feel like we could somehow figure it out to touch
we
everything.
could do like in the backpack, keep everything in there.
15, 20 minutes. And then
Pick
journey
it up
to
and
a next
go,
location.
but
Yeah.
we're still live talking
This is like
and like travel cam.
that would be difficult.
We could figure it out. I have an idea.
I feel like they're pretty well. Like internet is probably everywhere. So as long as we have
Nice.
those answers
Yeah.
and those passwords, but so we're about out of time. Is there anything else you would like to share? Just remind people.
Yeah, we just want everyone to have an awesome summer. If you're looking for that little getaway, Moody Gardens would be the perfect destination for you. MoodyGardens.org is the website. You can purchase your tickets online and, of course, link over to the hotel on the golf course. And, wishing everyone an awesome summer. Hopefully it's not too hot.
Yes. I think it will be.
It's been hot so far.
Summer's just starting.
Yes.
That's the best part. But why not find a way to cool off? Why not find a way to, have some fun and make sure that your kids aren't, riled up in the house like mine probably have been. That's why my mom, she commented, my mom and wife took my kids last Friday to Moody Gardens and they did everything. And my son, he is a huge fan of the beach, the Palm Beach.
Yeah.
He loves it.
Awesome.
And he wasn't that fond of water, but I feel like honestly, like Palm Beach has been a really good way for him to realize this is supposed to be fun. It's not, learning how to swim and navigate all that is sometimes a tricky thing. But yeah, Kurt,
we're gonna talk. We're gonna get some extra tickets so I can go and experience this.
We're going to talk.
Okay. All right.
hey, what do we have going on tomorrow? Because that is Thursday, and we're going to be having some guests in.
Well, first of all, we're going to be announcing the winners of the Moody Garden tickets. Check. And then also I'm trying to get it, 9 o'clock, we're going to be talking about Juneteenth celebration that's taking place in Lamarck on the 22nd. There's also a Juneteenth celebration taken in Texas City this weekend. And then we're also going to be talking to a band called the Red Sun. I think they're out of
School of Rock, I
School
believe.
of Rock. They're a little younger kids. I shouldn't call them little kids.
That's true.
They're teenagers who are performing all throughout Houston. And they said, hey, we want to come and talk on their show. And I said,
Let's do it.
sign it up. Let's go. So that's our show tomorrow. We're also going to be talking with the United Way. And then tomorrow night, we're going to be live from the Axe Masters. Tomorrow is National Axe Throwing Day.
I'm ready to throw some axes. I'm not ready for you to throw axes because I just know you.
Are you going to be jealous when I hit the middle of the target? Have you ever thrown axes, Kevin?
I have not. I don't think I have.
So there's a place in Lake City called Axe Masters. They're a partner with KHEA Radio. And you can go and throw axes at wood. And it's kind of stress relieving.
I feel like my wife would be into that. She likes to just
It's like a mixture of darts and bowling, but you're throwing axes at the target. It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
It's located on Hobbs Road right there in League City, 96 or so on the left-hand side.
All right. Hey, we're gonna sew it up today. Make sure that you stay tuned to KHEA Radio. We're going to be playing some new music throughout the day on 99.5 FM. Kickstart is going to be back again tomorrow morning, 8:30. And make sure you tune in because we're going to be announcing the winner. Help remind us. Keep us accountable so we can pick those winners because,
I'm not enough.
I know Kurt's perfect.
I'm not enough to remind you we need the people. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for being a part of KHEA Radio. Make sure that you go download the KHEA Radio app. Search it in the App Store, in the Google Play Store today.
All right. Be blessed. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Bye, Facebook.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you.